what's going on, dude?
What's up, guys?
Chilling, man. We were waiting for you.
Sorry about that. Man, I'm pretty whooped right now because I was moving all my stuff out of storage. So I finally got it all out,
Gotcha.
and yeah, but I'm all right.
Glad to hear that. Uneventful move.
Uh, uh, yeah, it's just me though. So and I was moving from the third story down to the first, so like it was a lot getting everything down. I mean,
How many times did you
seems like
fall?
uh it was tough. Like it was tougher than I thought because I guess I'm getting older now. So,
Like 4 or 5
but there's
falls,
some good
or
news though, because like at the U-Haul place or the storage, there was a kind of like a dedicated area where people can like put like stuff they don't want that's still
oh
good or
right.
whatever. And so on my way out, like I scored so much stuff on my way out there that it kind of like doubled my last trip. But I was like, score, man. So I was happy about that.
Professor Hizzle says Vibe Minister is one step below God itself. Great point, Hizzle. Great point. It's a very important role on this channel. And only the most prestigious people will be able to buy that role and enjoy the power it provides. There is no set price. It's totally subjective. Not everyone will be eligible. Oh, DeFreak seeing the Book of Melchizedek now in the back chat. Why is he talking about that? Did somebody want to talk to you about that?
Well, I was hoping we could like play a chapter or something and see,
Well, I don't want to play a chapter of that, but what did you want to talk about with it?
Well, I mean, it explains a lot of it's a lot of the fill-in story of like Genesis and creation of the universe and creation of, Satan and Lucifer and man and everything else. So it's a good resource to, dive into. So, but anyway,
So we think
what I
that's
was
a
going to
fairy
say.
tale, though.
It might be a fairy tale, in your worldview, but at least it fills in the gaps in that worldview of the fairy tale.
You're saying it makes the fairy tale more consistent?
Yeah, it helps to make it more sense. Make more sense.
Why would we care about that?
Well, that way you don't have to keep looping and asking the same questions about, why
JL's
is
the only
there
one who loops here to freak.
who?
JL is the only one who loops here to freak.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, we're all probably guilty of a little bit of it, but
nobody
like
does it as much as JL does it, though.
Maybe I don't.
Does what? Sorry.
Looping. On the same thing over and over again.
Looping? What did I loop? Ever?
Well,
like any one example is fine.
I can't think of any right now, but I mean, we all do it. Like, how many times am I gonna have to bring up the insurance argument? Right.
All the times it takes for it to make sense.
And there you go. So anyway, it seems like Tacos isn't interested, so it's not gonna happen. So
we could talk about other stuff. I mean, if somebody else wants to talk about Book of Melchizedek, they can talk about it. I don't care.
Well, the other thing too is if there's nothing else to talk about, it'll definitely spark some triggers in the atheist. I'm pretty sure it would.
And what does that?
The Book of Melchizedek, the Dead Sea Scroll, the Book of Melchizedek, because there's two of them actually.
Okay, and why would I care about a mostly non-canonical book of the Bible?
Like I said, it fills in the story of Genesis. So like when we don't know why exactly, Cain deleted Abel, or we don't know exactly why certain things happened in Genesis, this is the book that explains all that stuff.
Do you affirm all of the books like Thomas?
It's been a while since I've read Thomas, so
Professor Hizzle says, "Is the freak looping right now?" Yes, he is. He is looping. He's looping like pooping.
Do you remember anything from Thomas?
Not really. Actually, I really don't. Other than actually, I don't even remember. I don't remember much of like the Book of Enoch either, or but I've read that stuff at least once. And I think most scripture is pretty much legitimate in my opinion.
So, is there a reason you chose Melchizedek? Or is that how you say that word? That name? Is there a reason you chose that book? That
I mean, yeah, I
you,
mean, it's the
like
same
what?
questions that keep coming up in the
Right,
panel
like
here and on this channel here and all over the place on YouTube. This book has the answers to a lot of those questions.
okay, and so what are those questions?
Well, like I'm talking to nobody on fire right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when we ask like why is there still disease in the world? Why is there people dying of cancer? Why is there death or starvation or a lot of that? I mean, all of that is answered in the book. So like you have an actual answer that comes from scripture and not just people making stuff up and trying to soothe your ego.
Why would I think that scripture is not people making stuff up?
Maybe it is. All right, but it's still at least it's the source of the same make believe.
Um,
Isn't one of the main things about the Bibles that Christian likes is that it's like written by a bunch of different people, but still somehow cohesive?
Yeah.
But you just talked about how it's all like basically written by like one type of person. Unless I
I
kind of
don't think
misunderstood
so,
your
but I
sentiment.
mean, I mean,
I
it
might have
is kind of a
misunderstood your
miracle that
sentiment.
the book is still cohesive with the narrative and it blends in perfectly with Genesis. So if anything, it makes me make the question like, did Moses actually have a copy of it when he wrote the Torah?
he would have. Why would he have a copy if he wrote it?
Well, the book of Melchizedek was given by Melchizedek to Abraham, according to the book of Melchizedek.
Oh, so the book was referenced by Moses?
That's what I'm wondering, but we don't know that. It was written before Moses because, that was after.
But you know that it was written before how?
Because it says in the preface that, it talks about how it was given down from Melchizedek to Abraham. And it talks about the history of the universe, the creation of the universe, the creation of angels, the creation of the eternity before the fall. All that stuff that's not in Genesis.
Do you think that Adam or Eve is at fault for the fall?
No, I think Satan is.
If you had to pick someone who succumbed to Satan, would it be Adam or Eve?
Oh, according to the book of Melchizedek, it was Eve.
Okay, and you know Adam was there the entire time?
He wasn't there in the book of Melchizedek. He was, doing something else, and she was doing something else.
But Genesis says that he was right next to her.
You're gonna have to show me that verse.
I mean, it literally says who was with her when it brings him up.
I'm just asking for the verse. That's all.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to. I mean, I don't really care, but like, I know that the book of Melchizedek explains it better than Genesis.
Which is not canonical?
Well, they just found it.
When?
And whatever it was, 47, 48. It was bundled with like cable 11 or whatever. And I
Did you
think it was
say?
just certified like 2
Did you say
years ago.
fort? Did you? Did you say 1478?
No, I said 47, 1947 or 48.
Oh, and that's canonical now.
No, it's not canonical because that was way back when. This is a new scroll.
When was it found?
I think it was like 1947 or 48, but I'm not sure when they actually were able to unroll it and actually interpret it and write it down and certify it. The certification was about 2 years ago.
And the status of it now is what?
It's a Dead Sea Scroll, Book of Melchizedek. You know, they found a lot of different scriptures in there. They've got a whole new volume of like Ezra. What else? Nahum, which is an Old Testament prophet. There's a bunch of different ones that came out of there, so it's a pretty wealth of resource of, you know, stuff that we just hadn't had yet, and you know, so it's worth looking at, in my opinion. I mean, I think the fall of Lucifer to Satan is a pretty interesting story. That's not discussed in the Bible at all.
Okay. Yeah, I guess this suffices. So, but the serpent said to the woman, "You will not die, for God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and that the tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. And she also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made loincloths for themselves. So the thing that I can't get past, just, you know, little old me, is, and she also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate. So Adam got to see all of this transpire because he was with her.
That's how it reads, yes.
That's what?
That's how it reads, yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's like just a real quick overview of what happened.
It's
You
the
know,
verse from Genesis. It's
it's
not an
true.
overview. It is
Well,
the
it is if you
translation
put it in
into English.
context. But the thing is, like, I'm not going to be able to bring it up, or he's not going to bring it up. So, like, it's pointless to even talk about it. Actually,
Okay, that's fine.
you know, if anything, I mean, you could use that to contradict what's in Genesis and make me look like a fool. But Tacos isn't interested in that, I guess. So I guess it's back to the
They
usual.
can use that to do that if they want, a freak.
I mean, I just said it. He was with her. So,
All right.
what's the contradiction? It contradicts what?
What was going on in the garden, and you know, Adam's position in the kingdom of, in the heavenly kingdom at that time, in paradise or Eden or whatever you want to call it, and what actually happened to separate the two, and then how the serpent was able to charm, I guess you could say, Eve into, you know, going to where the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil were, and made deceived her
Sorry,
into
did you say a
eating.
cave? Did you say a cave?
No, I didn't say cave.
I'm sorry. Okay. Where was the tree of knowledge, or I'm sorry, good and evil?
Next to the tree of life.
Mm-hmm.
in the midst of the Garden of Eden, right? So, trying to find the spot in the book that I could maybe just share screen and look at the text.
Okay, so I'm appealing to search engines right now, so I know that's problematic. The tradition of the church attributes the first writings found of Genesis to like 1400 BC. Now, I'm sure that's in question, whatever. The real problem I see here is that Melchizedek is attributed to within 100 to 0 BCE. So that's 1400 years later if both are correct.
That's a different book of Melchizedek. Actually, there's another one that actually is retained in the Catholic
What is that
library,
called?
but that's just
What is
also
that?
called the Book of Melchizedek, and that is more about
Okay, so I
the
should type like
war
Catholic
that
one or
happened in
something.
Jerusalem, the war of good and evil that happened in Jerusalem with
There was a
Melchizedek.
war of good and okay.
Yeah, there's a whole other thing. Like, so like when you ask me about like the Book of Thomas, I think it's real, or Enoch, or all the other like apocrypha and stuff. I think it's all true for the most part. Some of it is pretty far out there, but generally speaking,
Okay.
if it's
All of this
scripture, I believe it.
the freak. I am not this I am in no way interested to just be like, gotcha. Like, I want to know what you're talking about when you say what book of Melchizedek was not attributed to the 1st century BCE, because I typed in Catholic Bible, whatever, it still says 1st century BCE. So we're still looking at a 1300 year gap.
Right, but the one I'm talking about is the 9-chapter Book of Melchizedek that was found in the Dead Sea Scroll cave, like number 11 or whatever they labeled it as. And,
yeah, this is what I'm talking about. 11Q. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
All right. And how many chapters is that book?
Let me check, I guess. I don't know if it says
the one that the Catholics have is a huge volume. Like it's like over 1,000 pages, I think. This one here is just a small little 9-chapter, summary, not a summary, but a fill-in of the Genesis story.
Okay, so it says this is a crucial note. There is no book of Melchizedek in the Catholic Bible. And so as I read on 11Q, Melchizedek, Chizedek, I don't know how to pronounce that. Likely after 164 BC, multi-chapter. It's a single heavily damaged 3-column scroll fragment, not a multi-chapter book. Yeah, I'm not getting. It says it has 19 lines out of a projected 750 plus lines. So it sounds incredibly damaged. Yeah, I have no idea if this is the same thing you're talking about, to be totally honest. I have no idea.
It probably isn't, but the thing is with this volume or this book, there's like inserts into it as well. Like, so you have like the main body of it, and then you have like 2 or 3 or 4 different inserts of different things into that scroll, if that makes sense. And it may even be like physical inserts. It may just be like a theme change, but there's a lot going on there actually.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't know shit about this shit, dude. So yeah, you're good. I
mean, I
assume
put the link in the back. So it's like that'll get you right to it. Of course, it's just a
Well, that's a YouTube video. Do you have
YouTube
anything that's like
audiobook or
the
whatever,
paper? Do you have anything like that's like the images of it and like why they think it's what it is? You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
because
I'm not gonna
I
watch
mean, I
YouTube right
don't.
now.
I should pull that up or look for it, but like I said, I know that it was either an insert or it was a separate. It's not the main book of Melchizedek in terms of the war in Jerusalem over the war of Jerusalem that occurred with Melchizedek. So it's like an insert of that. But what it does is it says that it was given from Melchizedek to Moses, and we know that Abraham, or to Abraham. I'm a little worn out myself, so.
Can you? Who
we
is
know
Mel?
that Abraham tied to Melchizedek, so they were hanging out, and the preface of the book says, from the shoot, I can't remember. It's like the righteous man of peace or whatever, the traitor and the deliverer, unto Abraham and the whole thing, and it talks about the actual how God created the universe.
And
I find that pretty interesting.
You know that so you're saying this person knew Abraham?
Who, Melchizedek? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was written over 1,000 years later than Genesis?
No, I don't think so. I think the book of Melchizedek, this insert was given to Abraham at the time, and he wrote it according to.
Well, so let's assume me and you are just totally unaware of how these texts get attributed to a particular author or a particular time or whatever. But this writing is in some category I've never heard of before called a pseudepigrapha. And it's literally, the definition is ancient Jewish and Christian writings falsely attributed to famous biblical figures. You think that all the people who classified it as pseudepigrapha are wrong?
I don't know. I don't think they are classifying it correctly, because they just certified it, and whoever the university is in Israel and the one in Cairo, I think it is, or wherever it is in Egypt, where they collaborate and they certify these scrolls as they become public, right?
True, sure,
so,
maybe.
So that just happened with this one about 2 years ago, and so I don't think they would have certified it if it was just a forgery of a fake of a whatever. Plus, this is all coming from those not Maccabeans, but the Essenes or whatever, right? They were like the meticulous, like, scroll keepers, and they put the Dead Sea Scrolls in the caves or whatever, right? Why would they meticulously want to keep this if it was a fraudulent document?
I mean, I feel like your argument there, or like your inference there, makes a lot of sense if there was just like one singular defense or like painting of Christianity. But because there's so many and it runs the globe literally, and then prior to right now, like maybe Islam's like getting a close second hand now, right? Prior to right now, that was not always the case as far as I'm aware. It was that Christianity dealt and ruled by the sword. And so to ask me why there would be anomalous reasons people attribute to various possible forgery books doesn't really sound like much of an argument to me, because there's so many sects of Christianity And there's so many reasons to defend your brand versus another brand, especially when all of the brands are ruling the globe as a collective. Sounds totally natural and normal to me.
Well, then you should want to use it against me.
Well,
But tacos won't play the first chapter even, so guess we're never gonna know.
Read
first
it.
chapter, first
I
chapter
don't
of
want to
what?
play it.
Why don't you play it though?
A video?
Yeah,
A video of a reading of a chapter?
right.
Why
He's
would
gonna
he
read
do
a lot
that?
better than I am.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I mean, you could use whatever's in there against me in Genesis and, like, make me look bad and make Christianity look bad because it's spreading its propaganda all across the world and it's really tearing the world up and it's terrible, right? So, like, you could be the superhero, but I guess that's not what's going to happen.
What propaganda?
Well, whatever you said, is the sword of the Christians that are ruining the world, I guess, or something, right? The different sects and the different doctrine and the different, need to be the right Christianity, whatever you just said.
Well, I mean, dude, do you think you're not included in that, right?
Included in what?
In being a Christian that wreaks havoc? You know that, right?
Well, I mean, it depends on the Christian you ask, If I tell them
No.
that I believe the Quran is the true word of God, they're not going to accept me as a Christian, right?
Well, like, okay, that type of semantic goofiness is what I'm going to call it in a loving way. That's not the problem, dude. The problem is trying to like detract quality of life from people who are not Christian. And though you may not respect people who aren't Christian, like to the degree that you should, you're not that guy, DeFreak. I know you're not that guy. Like, that's not what's in debate. What's in debate is that, like, you don't even need to believe in this fucking God. Whether or not you harass people for not doing so is a different thing. You don't do that. Well, yeah, I don't think you do that. I don't think I have any reason to think that you do that. Like you're pretty cordial with me, and like try and get a troll response from me, which I can't oblige usually. You're not the problem, dude. Like the problem is, who the problem is, dude. The problem is the Christian nationalists. You're not that guy. That's why everyone here likes you. You're not that guy. We can talk about God, we can talk about Jesus, but you're simply not the huge problem, dude. You're not.
Well, the way I see it, like, is I want to know as much about God and as much about the truth as possible. And when we don't have answers in the Bible about how Satan became Satan, the fall of Lucifer, how the 1/3 of the angels actually sided with Lucifer, or yeah, Lucifer and then Satan, how that happened. All those things are explained in this book, and it just helps processing what's going on, and especially, like, you tell your story and everything, and with the health issues or whatever, and so, like, it explains why there's actually evil in the world, to an extent of it actually could ease your mind and make you understand where God's coming from and why it is that way, and not have to be angry at him,
Sure. That's fine.
right? So, trying to get to a spot where I could. Maybe we should just do a share screen and do a read, but give me a minute.
I mean, everything you're going to teach is from people.
Okay. All right, if you want to pull that up, Taco. I think I presented it. I'm not sure. cool.
Oh no, no, no! I don't want
I'm not
that.
gonna play it.
No,
I was just gonna read it.
no. Just get a book and read the book.
All right. Hmm. All right. I mean, I'll do it. It's not gonna be as professional as this guy, but
You
where
can
do you want
yeah
me to read from?
read
You want me to
off
read the part,
read off
the
it or
Adam and Eve,
like
or right from the start?
okay, fine. Okay. So yes, the part about Adam and Eve.
All right, hold on. Okay, so what you have is in chapter 2 and 3, you have the fall of Lucifer to Satan, and when he was dabbling in the darkness, and then he actually submitted the knowledge of good and evil as the means to govern the universe, right? So then man was created. Then all of a sudden man was created, and guess what? God made man the king or the arbiter of the universe, just like, like here you go, like protect the kingdom, buddy. And all of a sudden he finds himself in turmoil with the angel, that the very first being that was created. Let me see here. See, the thing is, this book is like the chapters are longer and they're not versed. It's just one chapter. There's no lines of like, chapter 4, verse, blah, blah, blah. It's just like one book. So I have to scroll through it.
You good to freak?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the spot because I'm in the general area, but I want to make sure I'm not too far behind.
Gotcha.
Across the universe, flying unveiled voices. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna be reading a lot. Okay. Okay, so
Okay, I hate to do this. Feel free to talk and do whatever you're doing. I do have to pee. Sorry.
no problem. All right. Okay, so mankind is created. Adam and Eve are, tumbling and rumbling, having fun in the garden, blah blah blah. Next thing you know, God crowns them as the arbiter of the universe, and so like everything is going to be administered by man, right, on the throne or whatever. So I'm going to start reading in this part of chapter 4. And man, submissive to the Creator, reign forever without end for Mount Zion amid the universal praise of the hosts. But all This depended entirely on the positioning human face of the temptations of the enemy, who would do anything to snatch her kingdom. Adam and Eve were afraid to know the plans of Satan, but were comforted to know he would not do any harm, forcing them to eat the forbidden fruit, if perhaps seek to intimidate them with his power. All the hosts of eternal come to their rescue. The messengers of light have completed their mission, recommending the couple remain vigilant, always bearing in mind responsibility that rested upon them, should not separate themselves from each other, not even for a moment, because it alone could be swayed. Adam and Eve, thankful for the warnings, angels joined their voices in a song of promise and eternal victory. We were sure that they would never abandon the blessed Creator, hearing the voice of the tempter. Excited at the promised human, the two messengers returned to the bosom of the heavenly Jerusalem, where, next to the holy host, await with longing ringed triumph. Satan saw the approaching messengers of heaven and heard the man singing, promising an eternal victory. This song made her envy and hatred so increase so that he could not contain. He then told his followers that soon would silence that nagging voice. I'd do anything to transform human praise to the Creator into blasphemy. The host of rebels were curious to know the plans of his boss, but were warned him that they should wait until all decided to stay forever. If your man hear his voice, eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, would be victorious, having forever the domain of the universe. If man resisted, remaining faithful to the Creator, there is no longer any hope for them. Heaven seemed to be enveloped by an eternal security, but the countenance of the man could be seen an expression of awe, whatever that means. Okay. Since the departure of the angels, Adam and Eve remained silent, meditating with reverence about the tremendous responsibility of their mission. Thought of seriousness that proves imminent would seal his future in all of creation. Animated, however, at the thought of victory, joined once more the voices in song that expressed the certainty of triumph ring. This melody banished from their mind all fear of defeat, and cheerful ran in the lush meadow, accompanied spirited animals that seemed to celebrate the great achievement. Felt secure in their paradise, totally oblivious to the danger of possible assault. Satan, who carefully watched the couple, realized to be getting his chance, approached invisibly from heaven, and was waiting for the best time to set his snare. Unaware of the presence of the enemy, the couple remained in their selfless joy, playing carelessly with the animals. In troubled countenance of Satan stamped up a sneaky smile to witness a couple of carelessness. In his exaltation, he failed to meet a final recommendation of the messengers, moving away from each other. The wily foe, not wasting time, took possession of a serpent, the most beautiful of paradise, making it closer to gracefully Eve, seated on the lawn playing with the animals. He realized the presence of the attractive snake, whose body reflected the colors of the rainbow. She was surprised to see her pick flowers and fruits from the garden, depositing them at his feet. Gratefully, he took her in his arms, devoting her affection. Having won the affection of the woman, Satan, in his cunning, began to draw her to the tree of knowledge of good and evil, unaware of the danger. Eve followed the snake to the tree of proof. Ali, having the enemy hidden in the arms, stroked it and told her endearments. Having the eyes of brightness of seduction, the serpent began to speak. His words were full of wisdom and tenderness, and his voice like an angel. Eve could hardly believe my eyes. His joy became immense. By the way, the pronouns in this book are all over the board, so if that sounds weird, it is weird, but that's just how it's written. So what am I going to say? His joy became immense to have a creature in my arms, so fantastic. Began to talk of many things: love, the beauties, the garden, the power of the Creator. Eva was amazed at the knowledge so vast serpent who discoursed with majesty on any subject. Encircled by this experience, Eva completely forgot his companion. Even went through your mind the warnings of the angels. Adam, entirely forgetting the advice of the heavenly messengers, had moved away in the company of some animals. After some time came with a vengeance in his mind. The memory of the warnings received rang in his ears clearly the last words uttered by the angels. Do not turn away from one another, not even for a moment separate, as it is dangerous. His heart beat strong not to see Eva at his side, then raised his voice to shout anxious, his voice echoing throughout the vaults of heaven, however, did not bring an answer. The silence almost choked, and his grief began to run from one side to another, looking for her in vain. In this anxious search, felt the breeze stroking his hair, recalled his first dream. That memory, however, broke down at the thought of the danger that threatened them. With mind taken by a great sense of guilt, Adam picked up the pace, distressing demand. Where would your loved one? The time to involve her in his arms, freeing it from falling. Once again, raised his voice in a shout that reverberated throughout the anxious garden. Eve, where are you? He waited for a response, but only heard one empty echo to despair. Remembering the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the place there was the one place where his companion could be deluded. Hoping to block the only chance the enemy advanced towards the place of proof, his heart beat strong, contemplating the distant treetop prohibited. With the snake in his arms, Ava questioned her about a lot. Marveled to see that the serpent greatly outweighed. He then recounts a story liar. He said it was a snake like the rest, eating the fruits of paradise. Proving that forbidden fruit one day received, as if by magic, all the virtues. Looking at the tree of knowledge of good and evil, Ava was surprised and confused. Deprived the creator and his love something so good his creatures? That's what I guess what the snake said. So seeing her surprise, Satan asked, is how Yahweh said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? Eva, restless, replied, of the fruit of the trees of the garden we eat, but of the fruit of that tree that you claim is to be the source of wisdom, God said, ye shall not eat of it, lest ye die. The serpent tone disdain said, this is false. If so, I would have died. Ooh. So he's saying, if that were true, I would have died. Surely the Eternal forbade them to eat from that tree to prevent the man will take us, he, knowing all things. The seductive words of the serpent caused confusion in the minds of those who trust in Eve, and in the mind of the memory, the order of the Creator and his sentence, but at the same time had before it tangible proof that it contradicted. Stunned, he began to doubt the character of the Eternal. In a challenge, the serpent harvested the fruit from the forbidden tree and started to enjoy them. Are you back yet? Nobody on fire?
Oh yeah, I'm back. My bad.
So I could keep going, but you can
Um,
see there that there was a separation there in the Garden of, according to this book, of
which
Adam and Eve,
which
and
was
so when it
written.
says in Genesis, wherever that part was that you read, it still rings true, but it seems like it's a very broad uh, overview of what actually happened.
I
So
don't
I think
think. I don't think it's quite like, like I'm not trying to be like annoying or anything, but I don't think it's quite equal footing because the original text from 1,000 years earlier says he was there. And then the text much later, I don't see any reason that he's not still at fault because he was the person who had received the command from God and then she was created.
Well, I mean, I think it's really irrelevant because she may have eaten first, but she also blamed the right person first. So I don't care. Like if it was him, if it was her, like he blamed her and she blamed who it actually is the problem. She was deceived, right? So she got that right. She may have eaten her first. I don't know, but she definitely blamed the right person first, and that's a good thing in my book. I don't know what you think about that, but
Um, it's all pretty bad when we just look back at God and why he did those things.
well, see, but you're saying God did those things, but these are agency, what God calls rational beings in the Book of Melchizedek that had their free will and weren't, puppets or NPCs doing these things, right? So you see there that the serpent was able to cause doubt because he was able to prove that, hey, if you're gonna die, watch this, right? And he just started eating it. That's pretty. What are you gonna deny your own eyes at that point? Like that's a tough sell, right? So anyhow, there's a lot of gems like that, like this little portion that I read here about the particular moment that Eve ate or whatever. That this book it contains all that stuff about like Cain and Abel, their story, what was going on there, how he was banished, why he actually did it, what the offering was all about. There's just so many answers in it that I think it's a valid piece of work. So I think it's a true blessing from God. I need to get some water.
Man, DeFreak's always such a delight. He has such a weird position. Do you think he understands, or do you think he's like as legit? You think he thinks he's legit?
You know what I really want to know more than anything is if this book was truly given to Abraham, did Moses have a copy of it when he wrote the Torah? That's a big question. I mean, I know he's in Egypt and stuff,
Yeah, that's a
but
good question.
Abraham was in Egypt for a while. So like if Moses had a copy of this book, you know, that's a big deal, in my opinion.
You know Moses didn't exist, right?
I mean, I guess if you're a biblical minimalist, Copenhagen, whatever that school is, yeah, I guess. But come on, you know, I don't deny Moses. The Quran doesn't deny Moses, so
The
But
historical consensus is that Moses did not exist.
yeah, reality denies Moses.
like what they commissioned some expedition 2,000 years later to wander around where they were supposed to be wandering around, and they didn't find any remains of anything, and that's the proof, right?
No, the proof is that there's nobody that has magic powers that can part oceans or seas.
Yeah, and yeah, that, and then also who wrote about his death?
Well, practically speaking, I guess that would be Joshua, but
That's a claim. That's a claim
that's
that
a
would
claim. I
need
mean, we don't know, but we do
it would
know,
need to be
like,
substantiated.
the next book after the Torah, I believe, is the book of Joshua, if I'm not mistaken. So that would explain it, which is kind of logical and chronological.
And is Joshua part of the New Testament?
Right after Deuteronomy is Joshua, right, and then Judges. So, like, he was Moses' like, fetch, get him, boy, or whatever.
And
So
Joshua's definitely not the New Testament, right?
Joshua was a he was a Israelite, prophet. He's regarded the high priest now in Judaism, and he was like Moses' right hand at the end.
Is he part of canonical structure in any church?
No, he's part of the Old Testament.
But is he?
He's the transition from Moses in the wilderness to the Israelis in the land of milk and honey, Israel.
But is he in any canon for any current church?
For the church, I mean,
yeah, Joshua.
Yeah, as far as like the Old Testament being legitimate in a church, then yeah, but I don't think he's like by name referenced in the Old Testament, but I could be wrong.
Is he in a Bible that I would buy right now? The book of Joshua?
It's in the Old Testament, yeah, right after Deuteronomy, which is, the first 5, which are the Torah. And he's the first prophet right after that.
Okay. And he was related to who? Who was his father and who was his son? Kind of question.
I'm not sure about that, but he could have been kind of like a rogue, dude that was just zealous for Israel. But I can't recall exactly like how he was a youngin in the army that made a name for himself and that became like Moses's like go-to guy. He was one of the only brave ones that would go and scout some of these places that were in Israel that they had to defeat, and fight and take over because God was going to make him do that. And so he was like a brave Israelite priest, prophet. Like, he was kind of the successor of Moses in a way.
I'm gonna hop off, but I'll probably still look around for a little while.
Have a good one, dude. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, I'll catch you guys around.
Yeah,
all right, take it easy. So anyway, in the book of Melchizedek, it says that when Lucifer fell, became Satan, he was, fully the dark side now because he was hanging around in the darkness and thought he could manage it. He actually would put like a motion, like you would put a motion in a court to propose something, whatever motion that you would make, right? and he put a motion on the table, I guess you could say, or whatever, that the law of the the knowledge of good and evil should be the law of the universe instead of just love thy neighbor as thyself and love God, right? And so when God rejected it, he was able to gather around those angels that followed him, and basically he started accusing God. Well, you know, if we can't have at least a trial period, then you're a tyrant. And God didn't really have a good answer to rebut that. So he actually, so God actually, stood up from his throne, put his crown and robe on the throne, and said that it would be unjust for him to not give the opportunity, I guess you could say, of that system of governance coming to fruition, or being a part of the eternal governance, right? So he couldn't himself be on the throne and have that system of governance be the primary administrator, I guess you could say, the primary reality of the universe, right? That's when he created man, and next thing you know, he's crowning man, God is, as the arbiter of the universe. All he has to do is not eat the fruit. He doesn't know anything about Satan. Barely. He doesn't know anything about the whole eternity of these angels existing. For a very long time before he was created. He just all of a sudden he finds himself thrown, on the throne, and they got separated, and that's what happened, right? So once they were given the knowledge of good and evil, then death was something that could actually happen in the kingdom of light, and that's when the fall happened. If that makes any sense, I hope it does.
So when Joshua says that all Canaanites were destroyed, they were mentioned later and they lived in the same area. How is that reconciled?
I think that's pretty much known that there were some that weren't all killed or deleted at the time.
It says they left no survivors.
Right. But obviously that's not true, because we see them emerge later, and we also see that with other tribes, the same thing. Somehow some stragglers were around, or whatever, and they were able to reform. And it wasn't just the Canaanites, it was other people too.
So what is your final answer as to why those people still existed?
The final answer would be that I don't know. I guess they were in Italy or something on vacation, and they weren't totally genocided, right? Something happened where some of the stragglers were hanging around or were hiding or something, and they didn't get wiped out completely. I mean, that's the only way I could answer that. It's actually quite unknown in the scholarly realm, as far as I know, unless they found something new. But there always seemed to be a few stragglers from like Edom, the Canaanites, the Amalek. There's always a straggler or a few that happen to, kind of constitute themselves in a way. So I can't explain that. It's a contrary. It's an apparent contradiction in the Word of God, and it happens more than once. So I can't explain that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to defend stuff you can't explain. So,
well, I mean, no one can explain it, so it's not just me. I could
no one
try
can
to figure
explain.
it out, but
no one can explain what
apparently,
exactly.
like, people could either hide, or they cannot be in the theater of war, during the theater of war, and they were able to somehow reconstitute themselves.
Yeah, what is hard to explain exactly?
Well, because you want to say like they were all wiped out. All means all. That means that God's a
Mm,
liar or someone's lying, or how did they have to contend with them again down the line?
mm.
And say that because of that, of course, God's word is not true, and therefore God is not real.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of part of it. So, what's the defense for that?
I mean, the only thing I could say is what happened. I can't explain why it happened.
Okay, so appeal to mystery, appeal to something,
I don't know.
appeal
I
to
mean, I
some,
appeal
appeal
to
to.
like human survival. Either they hid in a ditch
Well,
like the Hobbit, or they were on vacation, or something, or
he
maybe King Saul like the guy, or
okay.
maybe an Edomite was in a mountain valley.
So
I just can't explain it.
does God have the ability to miss when he's trying to know all things?
Man, shut the fuck up. I gotta say one thing.
Go ahead, Dave.
My dad kicked me out of the house, bro.
That's
Now I need
pretty
that tiny
lame. That's
home,
pretty
bro.
lame.
Where the fuck is that tiny home? The tiny home you
Why
spoke about, where the fuck is that tiny home? I need that tiny home. And
why
I
did he
love
do that?
tiny home, very good. Very old, reliable, durable, and good quality service, and premium, and very nice. Tiny home, very tiny home. Give me location. Send me WhatsApp right now. Go, 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 go. Dad kicked me out. Go, 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 go.
Taco, why'd you kick him out?
I
What?
have no idea what he's even saying.
No, we discussed Chinese home yesterday, right? Chinese home. Yesterday we discussed Chinese home.
Are
That
you
there are
really
Chinese home in America. There are a lot of Chinese home, and it is like 8 bands per Chinese home. We
Dave?
discussed
Are
that,
you
right?
Dave, are you really kicked out?
Yes, I'm really kicked out, and I'm in a hotel right now. I can turn on the video and show you if you want to see, but I don't want to show you that, so I just refrain from doing that, sir.
How much did the room cost?
It's like $12.
Would you do?
I wanted to drink
What
alcohol.
happened?
I wanted to
Oh,
drink alcohol.
is he Christian?
No, in my state, it's a dry state, so liquor is banned. We don't have any liquor shops or bars or clubs or anything like that. Everything is just there's nothing. You need to have a bootlegger. So like the fat ass tacos that we have setting up here. So you need to have a bootlegger like him, and you call him
Oh my
up, and I'm like,
goodness.
bro, yeah, you call that.
Hey, Dave, I don't think you should say that word.
Come on, Holy Father, I love you. I'm your son. You won't even let me speak. Is that I love now?
It just doesn't sound great the way you pronounce it.
But Holy Father, I'm putting it in the right context.
And Professor
It
Hizzle,
is our love.
will you please teleport Dave to Kentucky?
There you go. Nobody's on fire. See, like the father banished his son into some other
All right,
town,
wait, DeFreak, let Dave talk for a second. Dave, so tell us more about what's going on.
So, Holy Father, in your name, I love, and in your name, I exist. So, I wanted to drink alcohol, and I had a fight with my dad. And he said, you can't smoke cigarettes and you can't drink alcohol. And if you want to do that, you got to get out of the house. I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I packed my bags and then I just left. And now I'm in a $12 per night, which sounds very cheap from an American perspective. Because usually in America, hotels cost around 80, $90 or like even $100 for like a decent hotel. So it sounds very cheap, but when you look at the income power, my salary is like $1,200 a month, right? So if I spend 12 to $15 per night on a hotel, if you multiply that by 12, that's almost like $2,000 gone in just staying, right, out of the $1,200 that I get. And even that $1,200 is not fixed. I might lose it tomorrow morning. I might wake up and there's a shitquake story, as the other guy pointed out, that there might be a 2002 shitquake story. Yeah, sure. There's no God. No, it's a shitquake story. I was just shitting and there was an earthquake and I saw eagles all around me in 2002. That was my first thought, but nobody fucking believes me. I'm like, okay, maybe everything is false, you know? God doesn't exist. I'm just stupid. So yeah, that shitcake story. Yeah. So $12 is expensive for me, sir. And I spent another $7, $8, $10 on my food. So it comes down to $25 per night. If you multiply $25 by 330 days, 3 5 are 15, 3 to 6, 7. Yeah. It's like $600, $700. 800 $800 out of the $1,200 that I earn, which is not even guaranteed.
I'm gonna go ahead and blame
I'll,
Cupper.
I'll let my weapon.
Yeah, I'm really confused.
Wow, dude. Yikes.
Dave, can I use your voice to make an emo song?
Holy Father, you can molest me if you want to.
No, you don't say. Come on. All right, all right.
I mean, I'm keeping it straight, you know, because it's already happened with me. I've already been molested, and it was so stupid,
Oh my
you
god!
know.
No! You gotta stop! You
Yeah.
gotta stop.
No, I'm serious. I'm not lying. The time was
Point of
2007. The
point of
time was
moderation. That is
2007.
not point of
Okay,
moderation.
yeah.
That was
But yeah, I'll
9
just
years
sum it
ago.
up. I
Stop.
won't go into details, but yeah, I'll stop.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I've already been molested, so yeah.
19 years ago, actually, or something. Yeah, that's not.
In 2006, 7.
6,
Yeah,
7.
in 2006, 7. Yeah, around
6,
2006 to 8. Yeah, around
6,
that time.
7.
Yes, around 2006 to 2008. Around that time. Yeah, my own cousin did it. So you know, we have a
Professor
saying in the.
Hizzle says hillbilly training would have prevented this great point. And then Gretchen says, "Stop spending your precious funds on alcohol, Dave." Both of y'all making great points.
Depends on how cheap that alcohol is, though.
Maybe it was the fact that he was talking to tacos, you know, and the dad heard him or something. And like, anyway, I won't go there. I don't know. I was gonna say something stupid. What was the cash app or whatever?
I
No, man,
partially
it's cool, man.
comment.
I mean, this is all virtual, right? I can accept. Yeah, somebody put a dick in my ass. Yes, they did it. It was literal, but I didn't suck it. So I didn't suck it. Yeah, that's the weird part.
Hey Dave, have you ever been kicked out before? Have you ever been kicked out before?
So my molestation feeling is less important than your being
Dave,
kicked
can
out,
we
right?
stop talking about?
No, I'm just wondering.
I'm
if,
sorry.
You know,
I'm sorry that happened to you, but that's a really horrible topic, right?
So it has no connection with trans activism, right? It has no connection with
wait a
trans
second. Wait a
activism,
second.
right, Holy Father?
How are
Is
you
that the
repeating
correct?
what happened
Is that the
then?
correct
What happened
ideology that we
now?
should be following right now?
It
Holy
absolutely has
Father,
nothing
hold
to
on.
do.
I'm asking the Holy Father. Holy Father, tell me.
Absolutely no connection, Dave.
Okay, so
Well, that's
trans activism
yeah.
has no connection with a child being molested
Yes,
in
yes,
2006,
yes.
7.
You're correct.
Right?
Stop.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. Cool. The time is 2006 or 7, sir. It's 25 years ago. Okay. Yeah, that time which flew by. Yeah. Okay. Cool, man.
That'd be 20 to 21 years, or 19.
Feels like yesterday.
Yeah, I agree. I remember those years.
I mean, Dave, if it makes you feel any
Man,
better,
Dave's
like when I was
struggling.
very young.
Dave, are you okay, brother?
Yeah, are you all right, man?
No, your trans activism affected me, sir.
What are you
That's
I think
what
talking
I'm
it's just
about?
a,
saying.
What do you?
Yo, while
Dave,
while
Dave,
you
you're
were
being
while
humble.
you were
Dave.
while you Americans were sitting in a fine dine talking about the trans activism, there was a literal guy across the Atlantic Ocean in whose ass, beep beep,
Dave, Dave, stop,
ba so
stop.
yeah,
I still
yeah,
have no idea what
that's
you're
what I'm
saying.
Was he
saying.
American?
Dave.
Was he
Monkey God,
American?
Dave.
Monkey God,
Was he
man,
Dude,
Monkey
American?
dude,
God,
dude, Dave, Dave,
Monkey God.
Dave,
Shout
Dave,
out to Monkey God. Yeah,
Dave.
shout out to Monkey God.
Was he American?
No, he was not
Was
American. He was my cousin. He was a village guy, bro. He fooled me.
wow.
Okay, this
My
is
own cousin, who used to
Jeez.
live right next to my grandfather's house, whose house is right next to my grandfather's house. He molested.
was
How
this
many?
Dave's
How many?
doom?
Professor Hizzle said, Dave, just rest your butthole flaps tonight, man. Thank you for the super chat. Dave, you're welcome to chat on the panel, but this is not an okay topic. I already told you that. I'm sorry this happened to you, but please stop trying to go into detail on it. You said this general thing happened to you. We expressed our sorrow for you. Please don't go into detail, Dave. I will remove you from the panel.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, Hizzle.
Hey, Dave, are you on Discord?
No, sir. No, I'm not. No,
Hmm.
no. Yeah.
Dave, I'm making a song right now with your voice.
No, please don't do that.
You gave
I
me
hate my.
permission already. I'm already doing it.
But only
You already
give
gave
it
me
to
permission, so I started
only.
doing it.
Yeah, yeah. But only give it to the people who buy the merch.
Well, I don't sell merch. They just donate money and allow me to do this full time. So
Yeah, so
I
only
just
give it
give
to
them.
people who donate
No,
money. Only.
I don't paywall stuff, Dave.
Okay, okay. Okay. Whatever you want,
Why
Holy
would I
Father.
paywall anything?
I don't like my voice. When I hear it, it sounds horrible. And
It's gonna be good.
okay,
You're gonna
maybe
be
please fine
impressed.
tune it. Please,
You're
please
gonna be
fine tune it.
impressed.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay.
All
That
right,
would be nice.
all right. The first version just popped up. All right, let's see. I'm excited. You guys keep talking. I gotta listen to this for a minute.
Is your dad Christian?
Yeah, I think it's all you, DeFreak.
Told me. All right.
You talking about
I'm
Dave?
kind of crashing out myself. Like I'm just wiped out from moving a bunch of stuff. But
Yeah, moving sucks.
yeah, definitely. Uh, let's see.
Dave's a fake. It just
What?
isolated the vocal core of his voice. He's a fake.
Huh?
You mean like a fake theist?
Gretchen says, besides Dave, you're not that big a draw. Sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat, Gretchen. Greatly appreciated. Just remember, Dave's a fake.
Fake at what?
I mean, if it's gonna go like that, I would be like filing suit against like what's her name, Maxwell. Maybe that'll stick. I don't. Because like I don't know. This is weird. it's Uh, so, like, did you not do your work, and then you were being a rebel, or I mean, is it just the fact that you had a little flask or something? Like get thrown out.
Dave, you're either muted or AFK.
No, I'm not gonna speak anything. Holy Father has commanded me. I shouldn't really
Oh yeah,
speak.
yeah. I should know.
Yes.
You can talk, just please don't go into that topic, right?
Yeah, I'm a software engineer and I have decent skills. I think I'm an average guy. I'm like a 78 percentile. If you rank me, not in terms of percentage, but in terms of percentile. If you rank me in percentile, I would be 78, 79 percentile, maybe 80 percentile on a good day. So I'm a decent human being with decent morals and, an 80 percentile. But the quality of life that I get is not the same which I get in paper. In paper, it sounds great, but when I look at reality, I ain't got no white pink. I got like all black pink. Yeah. So
Do you work for your father?
no, I work for Macy's. You heard
Okay.
that song? You heard that Migos song, Raindrop, Drop, Top? It's
What's
Macy
up,
Gray.
Denizen?
Yeah, listen to
Yeah.
that Migos song, AI Wrap Up. Yeah, they
You
mentioned
coming
Macy
to
Gray.
the shit show?
Yeah.
We have Gretchen on the panel. Oh,
No,
Denizen. Sorry,
Denizen.
my bad. Denizen. I'm a D2, man. My name is Devarsh. Or you can call me The Verse. So The Verse or Devarsh. Either is fine. But I think The Verse is
Well,
Name
better.
City Hunter?
Yeah. What?
Is your last name City Hunter?
My last name is Pat. Pat McAfee, that stupid guy who talks about football all
Stop.
day, just keeps analyzing it like you got no shots on that. Because it's
you mean
subscriber
soccer
mode
or
only.
football?
Them Pat McAfee shots. Yeah. You know about it, so yeah. We can analyze, yeah.
I heard your people own hotels.
I heard your people own people.
Oh my goodness!
I think
Where,
that's factually correct. Well, I'm not wrong. We
how,
just gotta expand
where,
the horizon of our knowledge.
where'd you hear that? Where'd you hear that? Hello?
Okay, 2 million Africans were brought from Africa during the Civil War to fight against the revolutionaries, and that was just 2 million to fight in a war. And apart from that, there were approximately 15 to 30 million slaves which were brought over from Africa. So that totals down to 35 to 40 million people being brought over a span of 100 years.
And
And you
I'm a
so
can
you
Google
think
that.
you think
first
that
generation
all
American.
you think that all
I'm an
white
immigrant.
people should be held accountable for that?
I'm not
Are
even.
you
I'm not
No,
even
Christian?
I
white
was
enough.
just joking, man. Chill out, man. No, man. Let's
I'm not
not.
even white
Let's
enough
not
to
get
qualify.
semantic. I don't want no. I don't want no
That's fine.
semantic shit. Fuck that
I'll serve
semantic
perfectly
bullshit.
chill so long
Okay.
as you don't
Fuck that
filibuster.
semantic bullshit. I love y'all. I'm just chilling, and I'm just throwing
You
up
want to
a
get
point. So
deconverted?
he told me that I own hotels, and I told him that I heard you own people. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's how it
what you
Bro,
goes.
said
That's
didn't
it.
bro,
make
That
any
was
I
the end
get
sense.
of
it, Dave.
story. Relax now. Chill out, baby.
I get it,
You know,
Dave.
I'll be perfectly relaxed so long as you don't filibuster and keep talking over me. That's the one thing that'll piss me off pretty quick. I don't care what you say. You know, obviously, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm an immigrant. I just like my people just got to this country, so. But I heard the Pat family owns like a lot of hotels.
Is that a
No
famous
comment.
tacos?
What?
Nobody casted me, bro. Nobody casted
Set
me. I
nobody
was
on
left
fire?
alone in the dark, shouting Dawn Wolf.
What's up, nobody on fire? What were you asking?
I was just asking if you were typing at a theist.
No, I'm working on this song. I'm trying to figure out how to get it to do an Indian accent. All right. Let's see if this works. All right. It's doing all these American voices. It's taking the core of Dave's voice and turning it into an English, like a native English speaker voice.
Why you redeem it?
Do you want to hear what you would sound like if you were a native English speaker, Dave?
That would be an honor, sir. I would humbly accept that.
Are you a Christian, Goat?
I told you I'm
Oh,
Hindu
we're doing
Catholic.
free deconversions right now. Yeah, free deconversions. Free. It doesn't cost anything. We're giving out deconversions right now. You want one? It's pretty metal. Yeah, I'll get you deconverted.
No
And I'll play a metal song
resistance
for you.
detected. No resistance detected. No resistance
Uncaused core.
detected.
Yeah, he makes pretty cool music. I sent you the link to the Restream. Yeah. All right, what's up, Jaziel? I sent you a link to the Restream. I'm live on YouTube right now.
What you guys up to?
Trying to find a theist, man. It's hard.
Trying to find a theist.
Yeah.
Isn't DeFreak a
I
theist?
sent you the link in DMs.
Oh, you sent me
Yeah,
a
but
link?
DeFreak's got like he's I don't know what to say about DeFreak.
Is he wacko?
You can debate him if you want real fast.
No, I'm here to like add entertainment value without intellectual value.
That's my job.
Taco, we all know you're the smartest one here. Why don't you take him? You're the one with the big brains and big bones. Pause.
Oh, you might have done it.
The messenger reveals says, "Yo, DJ Taco, spin that new track again," and he super chatted $10.
Oh, did I miss a super chat?
Yeah, he just did it.
Oh, it's popping up right here. I was scrolling around. Yo, DJ Taka, spin that new track again, bro. Oh, he's loving that.
Oh,
track.
is it the grounding? Is it the grounding?
Thank you for the super chat. No. The grounding one's pretty great, though.
It's iconic.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good.
It's okay. He said pause. Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god, dude, when I made that for Cupper, I was fucking dying laughing. Just like listening to it, I was just fucking dying, dude.
What am I looking at?
I stayed up till almost 11 a.m. my time.
Two sides yelling, hello friend. We need a way from end to
What happened? that Tacos and Destiny on the back of the uniform?
It's whoever you want it to be.
Call me the messenger. I don't whisper, I warn. Truth in my lungs. I was born in the storm. Outside in your endless, king of the flinch. No steel in your ribs, just a point and a pinch. I live rent free, but in your skull while you clutch pearls hard, trying to play moral. You dress up your hate like the public must learn. Strike one match, watch your whole world burn. You call it concern, but it's paid on a chain. A little fake halo hiding real disdain. Turn up the noise, let the record show. Say my name again, watch the echo grow. Bloodbath time, bitch, no fear in my wake. You swing with smears, I swing with weight. I stand in daylight, you rot in shade. Cancel me twice, still I'm not erased. You build your case out of spinning glass. I hit one chord and it turns to ash. I don't play cancel, I don't retreat. Rent free forever, yeah, remember me. You preach cancel culture like it's holy law, but I don't bow, don't kneel, don't stall. So you shout dangerous loud, try to scare that crowd. Wave your little paper sword, swing it proud. But the trick wore thin when the mask got torn. They saw the fraud, the panic porn. Your plan failed hard, now you spiral slow. Say my name again, I own the echo. You call it safety, but it's war paint thin. A clean white flag with a knife tucked in. Turn up the noise, let the record show. Say my name again, watch the echo grow. Bloodbath time, bitch, no fear in my wake. You swing with spears, I swing with weight. I stand in daylight, you rot in shade. Cancel me twice, still I'm not erased. You build your case out of spinning glass. I hit one chord and it turns to ash. I don't play cancel, I don't retreat. Rent free forever, yeah, remember me. Now a spotlight's up and you freeze when they roar. I step dead center like a boot through a door. Tight in your news, you flinch on the hit. I swing these riffs like a sledge in the pitch. Your whispers get drowned by the drum line crush. Crowd like a tidal wave, feel that rush. You wanted a witch hunt, you wanted my head. Now it's your name, choking on what you said. Go on, light your torches, march in the line. I've seen this act, you do it for shine. You want a villain, you want a brand. I'll be the thunder when the kick drum lands. One more rumor and the crowd wakes up. One more chorus and your tower cracks up. You can't delete what the room already sees. Run free forever, bring me to my knees. Bloodbath, bloodbath, bloodbath. Say my name, say my name, say my name. Bloodbath, bloodbath. Say my name, say my name, say my name. Say my name, say my name, say my name. Say my name, say my name, say my name. Bloodbath time, bitch, no fear in my wake. You swing with smears, I swing with weight. I stand in daylight, you rot in shade. Cancel me twice, still I'm not erased. You build your case out of spinning glass. I hit one chord and it turns to ash. I don't play cancel, I don't retreat. Rent free forever, yeah, remember me. Rent free forever, yeah, remember me. Rent free forever, yeah, remember me.
I guess we can do the educational grounding song for Jaziel. Do you want to learn about grounding, Jaziel?
Sure.
I mean, we did play it earlier, but it was very well timed.
I hate that slaps. It shouldn't slap like that.
What, the AI song?
Yes, it's really good.
Oh, also, while we're doing this educational song for Jaziel, teaching him about grounding and some of the people in the audience about grounding, feel free to submit a super chat. We're currently at 13 and 20 on the super chat goal. Makes all the difference in the world. And if you're barely just enjoying the show, just a little bit, hit that like and subscribe button.
Yeah, you get to see my face, and you get to see the freak cleaning his house for some reason.
Yep, definitely interesting watching DeFreak clean his house while we listen to an educational song about grounding. Dude, I think I'm gonna do more in this like educational style because it's super funny. I made this for Cup. Okay, so
okay, so it was like kind of like a burn.
yeah. So Cupper was having a hard time understanding that bridges are built on the ground. They have to be supported by something. I mean, obviously, if it's in space or whatever, it's different. But like, generally, a bridge is built on the ground, right?
Right.
Or if it's built in the water, the poles
And
go
the
to
bullet train is
ground.
built under the water, right, Holy Father?
Yeah, but it still ultimately lands in grounding, right? And so this is about that.
No, but it's under the water.
Two sides yelling, hello friend. We need a way from end to end. We plan, we measure, nice and slow. Build it right, then watch it go. Hey, hey, hey. Wiggle, 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 the bridge wiggles in the wind. But if we build it strong, it won't wiggle, it won't bend. Triangles and teamwork, hold it steady, hold it down. Build a bridge, build it smart and ground it in the ground.
Wow.
Start with
Really
a sketch,
funny, dude.
make it neat. Footings in the dirt for feet. Piers down deep where the ground is tough. That's how we make it strong enough. Wiggle, 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 the bridge wiggles in the wind. But if we build it strong, it won't wiggle, it won't bend. Triangles and teamwork, hold it steady, hold it down. Build a bridge, build it smart and ground it in the ground.
Grounded in the ground.
Some
That's
parts
right.
squeeze, that's compression. Some parts stretch, that's tension. Push and pull are doing their thing. Balance makes the bridge go ding. Wiggle, 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 the bridge wiggles in the wind. But if we build it strong, it won't wiggle, it won't bend. Triangles and teamwork, hold it steady, hold it down. Build a bridge, build it smart and ground it in the ground. If the wind goes whoosh and zoom, we don't want a wobbly doom. So we brace it, cross it tight, make it feel just right, right, right. Wiggle, 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 the bridge wiggles in the wind. But if we build it strong, it won't wiggle, it won't bend. Triangles and teamwork, hold it steady, hold it down. Build a bridge, build it smart and ground it in the ground. If it's metal up in the sky, lightning might go zip right by. Give the zap a safe way down to the earth, to the ground, to the ground. No wobble, no trouble, no rattle in town. Feet in the dirt and we ground it down. If the sky goes up, we send it around. Safe to the earth, to the ground, to the ground. Hey, 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 hey. Wiggle, 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 the bridge wiggles in the wind. But if we build it strong, it won't wiggle, it won't bend. Triangles and teamwork, hold it steady, hold it down. Build a bridge, build it smart and ground it in the ground. Build a bridge, build it smart and ground it in the ground.
Damn. That was a banger.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I noticed AI or Suno definitely makes like really long songs.
No, it just
Well, it's-
depends on how you do it.
There's just every time I think they're gonna end, it's like it's
It's because I made
basically-
them like that.
It's just a build up. But I mean, it's a good song. I mean,
All right. Have you heard any of the Uncausecore songs I made?
who?
Okay, dude. Okay, this is gonna blow
Uncausecore?
your mind. This is AI. This is like all AI.
Well, like at first, I thought it was wild that AI made shit like this, but then once you think about it, I mean, like all sound is just waves.
Dude, this one is straight AI. All these are straight AI, but like.
We counted, then counted more. We counted the space we hadn't before. We counted the margin left after the song. We counted the silence still yet to come. We counted the light that never arrived. We counted the dark that kept it alive. We counted more. Then counted more. Recalculate. We counted the distance between every star. We counted how far continuation goes. We counted the echo after the noise. We counted the cost of having a choice. We counted the weight that staying requires. We counted the drag of unneeded desires. We counted more. Then counted more. Calculation steady. There is only one path, only one path, only one path that remains. Every branch multiplies, every answer divides, every future sustained leaves residue behind. Net effect, trending negative. We counted the hours stacked into years. We counted the signal delayed by fear. We counted the damage that mercy defers. We counted the debt that survival counted more, and then counting more, down till they send complete. Proceed.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, dude.
I've seen a couple of people in the comments. Of course, whenever AI music or AI generated music is always brought up, people always talk about it. But the way I see it is like you could separate what things are cool or sound cool between whether they're AI generated or not. Like I would say that was a pretty decent song. Like it was like a song where I was like, hey, that actually sounds pretty good.
I saw you had to start headbanging at one point. You
Yeah,
couldn't hold it
I was
back.
like, I liked it. I mean, it wasn't bad.
I wanted it to feel like EDM heavy metal. It's transcendental space metal,
Yeah.
so it's like different. Like it's a different type of music on each song, and that was one of the two that I did. That was like that transcendental space metal mixed with like EDM feel.
Yeah, like some people can definitely just say, well, I value songs. Like I have like this value in me that I value songs or art that is created by humans rather than, or like as much as they can, other than having AI generated or like AI in their songs. But you can still acknowledge that like whatever the AI came up with was pretty fucking cool. It's like, oh shit, just like artwork. It's like you could easily recreate.
Well, just so you know, I think it was the one before that I did another one that was like an EDM feel to metal, right?
Yeah.
And it took me like 4 or 5 hours just to get the feel down because the AI couldn't do the feel. And so I had to work with ChatGPT to train ChatGPT to train me how to work through the AI issues. Oh shit.
Yeah, I think it's a skill. Like it is definitely
like it took like
songs, I think is a skill.
4 hours to get a viable song.
Yeah.
But eventually I got a good song, right? And I just kept working on it. And then I had a method to do it on this next, and this one took a lot less time. I mean, it still takes like time to like get the lyrics down, like cool lyrics and like all that. Because I'm that song specifically started out as a different song, and then but because it's like the build up to the like song 9 of so it's like AI that deemed the most moral thing is to eliminate all suffering in the universe, and so they like wipe out all life on Earth, and then there's traveling through space, they're wiping out planets, and there's this big armada battle, and they wipe out the armada. Then it's like the last stand, and then there's one of the songs where they're just sitting there waiting 100 million years, right, making sure there's no more life. And this is the song where they're doing the calculations, like that one more whatever, and it's I'm like holding it back what the conclusion is, but this is them doing the calculations of what to do next because I haven't finished it yet. But
so this is all going to be stuff you're going to release?
No, it's all released.
Oh, it's all released. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like I feel like I'm telling a story with it's really fun.
Well, see, that's cool. I think that's innovative, and that's being creative. I like that. See,
and
I
some of the songs, dude, I was able to get it to do different noises as like noise, like scanning, or like different noises that a spaceship would make when they're like doing stuff.
Yeah. See, I produce music myself. And I've been really getting back into it. I've been doing it for a while, but I just took a long break from it. Just me personally, whenever I make music, I would probably never use AI in any of my songs because I value doing it all myself. but I acknowledge that there are like some things that AI, like some sounds that AI creates, like in the songs that I'm like, oh, I don't even know how you would do that. But it's mixed very well. Like everything meshes well, very together. There's no like abundance of low end, and the highs are
Well,
it's
that's
very clear.
because I spend 5 minutes on each one, and I listen to each one. And I mean, there are some where I missed a spot or something, but
Yeah.
because I made a lot of them now. But what I'm doing now is I'm doing quality control, so I'm able to so I listen to it until I find like a weird break or something.
Yeah.
But if it's like a good song, I'm able to like use that template and then try again, right?
Right.
So I'm basically just fighting.
Filtering out the bad and then only keeping the good. Yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes there's happy accidents where I'm thinking one thing and then like it creates like a crazy song and it's like, whoa, that's really cool.
Well, see, that's why I like sampling. Is like a lot of times whenever I sample stuff, I try to get really creative with the samples that I use. Like if I use a sample, I try to fuck it up and mess around with it a lot. And a lot of times stuff will happen while I'm sampling where I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. But like adding that happens almost every time.
Have a good one,
Uh,
Messenger.
that's one of like the best parts of making music is like whenever
Yeah.
the random shit happens where you can't even predict it and it
Well,
sounds really good.
with that, I have like an idea of what I want it to sound like in my head, and so that because I'm coming up with like the lyrics first, and so like that one was like uh we counted and we counted and we counted more, right? So I wanted it like dragged out, and so um and that did really well. That took a while. It still took a while, but I mean it did like pretty much what I wanted, like a steady beat going because they're like deliberating and counting. So I wanted like a steady beat going, and like it's
What I
cool
think
because you can really customize it.
for platforms like Spotify or any place where you can release music, I think they need to have a dedicated section for AI released music. So that if somebody goes to the section to go look for, like, they can go look for that music. Whereas, like, if somebody else is deceived into believing that a song is not AI generated and it actually is, then that's going to cause a lot of uproar, and people don't like that. That's what I think, at least. I think that because I do see a lot of people talking about that, where they're like, because there's a plethora of bands and songs that are being released where somebody might not know it's fully AI generated, but it's just something from Suno.
Right.
Hey Taco,
What's up?
check out this snowboard somebody made into a table.
Oh, that's really cool. That's cool,
Kind of
dude.
weird, but one of the things that I picked up over there is like pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, like in terms of like Ray Spike was saying, I also have a deep loathing for the current misunderstanding of AI, which should really be called EC, emulated creativity, and some of the harm that the LLMs are doing today. I mean, I'm not fully up to date on all of that, but like, I mean, you really have to get people to care. Like, there are some people who just like if it's that big of a deal and if it's causing that much harm, more than something else that's causing harm, like emissions from your vehicles and stuff like that. I mean, you really have to.
LLMs cause a lot less damage than a lot of other things, and they are crazy good at a lot of things. I think they should be more. I think they should find a way to like mitigate the power usage, like use a lower power usage model for like
Yeah.
idiots, and then like really smart people or like really trained people with AI allow them like the full models.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, I mean, I would have to look into it to know exactly what most people are talking about because I've heard people say stuff like that before, but um, I mean, is it really that bad?
I don't think so. Like AI pictures, for example, take you could generate a bunch of pictures, like as a whole, AI pictures versus or images versus a bunch of artists. Any like the sum of all of the AI versus the sum of a bunch of artists or whatever in a study that they did showed that it was less than the artists. And I think it was like ChatGPT 4. It's probably getting worse as they get better, to be honest. But it was less than an artist in that one a few years ago. So if you really want to be super ethical, if those numbers still hold, I mean, I'd say become a good enough artist to compete with AI, or go do something else, right? Because if you can't compete with the AI, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Because other people are going to do this. Getting like random people to stop using AI, it doesn't matter. It's a wave. It is going to happen. It is happening, whether they like it or not. They cannot stop the wave.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was going to say is that there's no stopping the fact that this is going to happen. Like
I was
I mean it's
talking to Jim Bob about this. Jim Bob said he's going to start using AI to improve his art. So he'll be able to so what he was saying is he'll be able to get like most of an image done, and then he'll be able to use it for like filler and stuff, like tell it
yeah,
when
like
to
that's
put
what
it
I
in
do
the
with my
style.
I've used with my thumbnails is that I made the base thumbnail and I can do in Photoshop, but then I put it into ChatGPT and give it a prompt, and then what it shoots out is something like 10 to 20 times better than what I would have done, and I can get it for free. I don't have to pay somebody to do it for me. And my channel isn't about my artwork. My channel is about my music, like the music production that I make. So it's like I didn't really care that much to do that. I'm still on the fence about it, but I'm probably going to use it for like enhancers, you know, like just stuff that makes it just look better and more make people want to click on it. I don't see that much of an issue with that.
I think
It's
there's
just,
going to be full AI influencers. I think there's going to be
would you watch?
I wouldn't, but people
Yeah,
will. People are going to watch it for the novelty.
yeah, that's what I was going to say is like I mean, I think there
People
are
are
going to
going
be
to submit super chats to have it read in the AI language and hear the AI read it for the novelty, you know?
yeah, they're going to be like, "Oh crap, this is cool. What does this do? I'm curious." You know, it's just
Yeah.
this curiosity to see what it can
I
do.
need to figure out how to make a useful, like, or not useful, like a really good AI influencer.
I know
Being the
Quebblecop.
first to, are there any out yet? I don't, I bet
Well,
there's,
have you ever heard of Quebblecop?
no.
Well, he was a guy that if you go on his YouTube, which I'm not going to pull it up, but
Is he the one who makes all AI videos now?
well, he started out as an influencer. He has 15 million subscribers and it was all him. And at the height of his career, you know, he was making 32 million, you know, he has 32 million view videos and so many views. And then he got lazy one day and decided, hey, I'm going to entirely convert my personality and who I am into an AI, and it's going to be fully like the model is going to move around and be dynamic, and also the voice is going to react to stuff that's happening on screen because he was doing like Minecraft
Oh, wait a
reaction
minute.
videos.
Did I address those super chats during the songs? I want to make sure I got those. I'm not sure if I did. Hizzle asked Dave, can Dave tell us a fun story? Hizzle, Dave had left there. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I was doing the song and I think I forgot to pull these up. And then Gretchen said, song doesn't teach how to ground a pontoon bridge. L. That's fair. That's fair. It teaches how to ground most bridges, right? Which was the, I get it. I get it. That's a fair critique, Gretchen. Fair critique. It also doesn't teach how to ground a space bridge. And then Nobody on Fire says or asks, is LM large or is it little? Checkmate atheists.
But yeah,
I don't get what he's saying there, but thank you. It's greatly appreciated.
yeah, Quebblecop, he was well loved. Everybody loved him until he'd done that. But that being said, this was right when AI started to get that good and everybody was extremely scared about it. So it was like the moment one person who was a giant influencer made that change like that, everybody shit on him. And now each of his videos are getting, I mean, they're decent. His last video got 20K views, but he has 15 million subscribers. So that should tell you the backlash that he received if he's getting like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the amount of viewership that he got after that.
So I can tell you the AI music I'm making is for me. And hopefully you guys like it, right? Hopefully you guys listen.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, like you said, the novelty. I mean, it's just like, oh, it's cool.
Well, I was in the shower the other day just listening to it, man. Just listening to the album I made, and I enjoyed it. I made the music I wanted to listen to because nobody else is.
Yeah, for sure.
And the AI sounds just like a real person. Well, who the fuck cares? Real band, better than most bands. Who cares? Way better production than most bands.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Get good. You know what I'm saying? They need to get good. Either get better, because the AI can only do it so good. The AI sets a very high bar right now, right? But if you want to be like a good artist or a good musician or a good producer, you gotta get good because the AI is crazy right now.
Well, there's
only
no
gonna
way,
get better.
like, there's no way to really, like, a human can compete with what AI can do.
Well, you got to be good, and you got to be able to use the AI.
In the sense of, like, the amount of volume of content at the speed that it can create it. No human on the face of the planet would be able to match the speed that's, like, an AI, somebody who's making
That's true.
AI
That's
music.
true.
Like, you gotta,
lyrics are pretty easy, but like the other stuff is pretty. Like the other stuff would be, I could see that being very.
But
hard.
imagine, like, even some of the songs that you were making earlier, like the rock songs, the core, what was it, Uncaused Core, like that song. Imagine how long it would take a human to record all of that. Like, and we're talking, getting all
probably a couple of days, right?
Yeah, and you made it in what, 4 hours?
Way less than that. I made a really good. The one before that was probably like, once I got it down, I don't know how long I spent on it, but once I got that down, because I was doing other stuff, so it's just like background stuff I was doing. But once I got that down and actually started working on it, it was probably 4 hours of just sitting there, like listening to songs and like making changes, trying to get the AI to work how I needed it to work.
Yeah, and some people would spend 4 hours on just the vocals. Probably way longer than that. Like, just like getting a perfect take. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's why I think very much so they should have like separate sections for AI music and human,
right? Because you'll be able to pump out mass quantities of AI whatever that outperforms and it is probably better than 85% of the music on there that's coming out,
Right.
And there's going to be a lot of it because there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to play instruments that have a voice,
Yeah, and I think it has its places. Like, if
have
you're
a voice and an ear,
like, if you have some sort of skill somewhere, I mean, you can use AI in some sense to kind of help you do particular things.
I don't think the artists understand like how much time it takes working with AI to get good enough to like produce a bunch of like songs or like an image like this consistently. Like this, I had to train my AI for a long time to be able to do this type of shit. Like, I mean, you can kind of do it, but it takes a lot of work. And if you don't know how to do the prompting, it's going to take you way longer than it took me to get the initial image that started that series of these ones.
Yeah. I mean, this is good. Like, all of the AI that you use now is like
this. My message for this was, at this point, it's just like super easy. Like, I've trained my AI like no other. I need an image today with a different monster. Oh shit, I forgot to change it. Hang on. This was today's image. Sometimes it reuses images, so I have to like ask it to do a different one. But like, or I'll like name a monster or something from a monster manual or something. That was like one that was like I need another image for today.
That's cool.
Like I've trained the shit out of it, dude. It was a lot more work for a while, but once you get it trained, it's really easy.
Yeah, I like that.
And like the music, I got it trained on the music so that it has a like a format down, and it'll give me like a good AI prompt format. And so I just like I feed it the lyrics, I have it expand the lyrics, I have it work on the rhyming, and then I read through it, and then I work on the lyrics, and then I like tell it what I want it to sound like system down, mix with hair, this with the vocals, right? And then like organize it into something the AI can read really well, right? Because if you just randomly put it in there, it's gonna fuck up the AI. But it'll like organize your thoughts for
You
you.
can
So
like systemize it, like where it's
yeah,
like I
yeah,
want this for this and that. Yeah.
and so it'll line it up how you want it, and then you can like listen to it and be like, okay, it's doing this, and then it'll like diagnose it. It's a lot of work on some of them, but it's so much fun because it's just listening to music.
Right. The whole time. Are you able to like tell the AI, can you isolate the vocal?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know how to do it, but I'm like 85% sure you can.
I mean, they have stem splitters where like they use AI to
have a
just
whole editing section.
yeah.
I don't know how to use any of that. I don't really need to though, because I can have it generate tracks until one sounds like 85% or more like the sound I wanted, and then I can remake that with AI prompting to get like 95% of the
Yeah.
sound I wanted.
Like if you ever, I don't know what tools they have on there, but you can definitely take a MP3 and go to one of the websites that do stem splitting that use AI
Right.
algorithms to actually pull out particular elements from it. It's
Yeah.
not perfect, but you
Yeah,
know.
I have to like have it isolate everything in the. I don't know how to explain it. But just make it so that it doesn't overlap vocals and drums and stuff, because it'll fuck up if it does it.
Yeah,
Because
Oceanus, I
usually I'll put
think
like vocals and guitar or vocals and drums on the same track, and so it'll be like singing or something,
yeah.
and then guitar will start, and then like the will turn into you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably partly because of the way that Taco like prompted it, because he said he prompted it to make it that long, because I noticed that too, is that like my ears after listening to like something that sounds cool for a little bit, my ears started to get fatigued of a couple of your tracks, because it was just like I just heard basically the same thing over and over and over, so my ears started to get tired of it. But I mean, that happens with any song, not just AI. Some people, a lot of humans can do that too, but it's just about listening, I guess, listening to it and then deciding. That's the good thing about making music like myself, is like I can hear what sounds are going on for far too long, and I could just easily rip it out and put it back in and then do whatever mixing
Let me
and stuff.
see. Maybe I can do that. Let me see. Open an editor. Let's see.
Because that, what would be cool is if they eventually get to the point to where they actually have like some sort of DAW inside of the web browser using AI or something like that, where like whenever you generate everything, what it does is it generates each stem, like where you get the drums, the guitar, the vocals, and then you can just edit that. Like
I think it does. I'm opening it up right now to see if it does.
If it could do that, that is OP as fuck, because then you're basically just doing the same thing that your traditional producer would do, except all of the sounds are AI generated.
I like AI sounds and art and whatever else.
I mean, I think I think they.
I don't think it. Maybe it separates. I don't know. Try now. Let's see.
I mean, I've definitely seen and heard some good AI, and I've definitely seen and heard some bad AI. So it's just like a human.
Rearrange your songs. Extract stems. That's probably it, right?
Yeah, if it's like a stem extraction, that should work.
Get stems. Oh, get up to 12 separated. Yeah, you can pay credits to do that.
Hmm.
So you can pull those out. You can extract that. And then you can go in there and edit them.
That's cool as hell.
I don't know how to edit them with this editor. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I don't know how, I'd have to play with it and figure it out, but it looks like you can do that.
Damn.
Just Suno.
That's wild.
You just gotta pay them like 20 cents to do it.
Gotta love capitalism.
Yeah, it's credit based. It seems pretty fair. It's like the cost of 5 songs though to pull that. So that's
See, I remember a time on the internet where all of the shit that you would get was like free. Like
right.
if you were downloading something that was human generated or like human made that somebody put out there, they put it out for the love of the game. But now it's like if somebody's putting out some sort of like sample pack or some sort of thing that they made that they're like, oh yeah, look at the first thing is like, oh yeah, let me get some money for it.
2010 or 2011 or something, I tried doing some EDM type music, and I had downloaded FL Studio. They let you do a free trial version, and I was looking at sample packs. You're right, everything was free.
Yep.
I downloaded like 500 sample packs.
Now, I mean, you can still get them for free, but it's the quality that you're, you know, like the quality sounds. I mean, there's
no, they were like sample packs off of websites that produce them, you know.
Yeah. I use Ableton. I do have FL Studio. I used to use it, but I prefer Ableton now. But yeah, EDM and all of the electronic music like that, I've been trying to dip my foot in that, but there's so much shit. Like my thing is I want to get into like sound design where I actually go into the synths and then I download all of the, or I can tweak all of the knobs and make all the sounds myself. But I'm still in my comfortable little bubble with my hip hop and trap and boom bap beats that I make. You know, I can do R&B and like slow acoustic stuff too, but that's kind of the content that I'm making. That's kind of where the direction I'm going.
Right.
You're an R&B artist?
Well, I'm not an R&B artist, but I can do R&B. I actually have a guy that I work with that can sing very, very, very well, and I actually made a beat for him because he gave me a ride to work because my car broke down, and I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna make this for you for free.
Yeah, I guess crossing over is not going to be so hard anymore. You know,
crossing over.
Yeah, like rock and roll, like guitar player to R&B, producer in a month, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can do a variety of different genres and stuff. I've experimented with a lot, but they're all like, hip hop adjacent. I mean, I can do like rock stuff. I've done some rock stuff and acoustic stuff, like singing slow jams and stuff.
So probably the biggest hits are going to be like the hot pop. What's her name? Sabrina, whatever.
Sydney Sweeney or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's
Sabrina
her,
Carpenter.
Yeah, like I don't know. Dang, I can't even remember her. Taylor Swift, whatever.
Yeah, I've kind of like the dream of becoming like a big musician or like somebody who releases music like and has like a lot of viewership on his music is not like a big dream I have. I more so want to go down the content creation route where it's like, just making content about producing and stuff, not like tutorials, but just making cool shit that I shoot out into the universe and then see what happens.
So when you are interacting with the music AI to create your compositions and stuff, is it like having a conversation with ChatGPT, or it's not? It doesn't really kind of doesn't hold the conversational dialogue. It's just like command. Do
Are you talking to
do
me or
command.
Tacos?
You.
I don't use AI. Tacos does.
Oh, I thought you were saying you did too.
No. I was like, I was giving it its props. I was saying that it sounds cool, but I would never use AI in my music.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
That's only because we haven't come up with a product that is suited to your needs, mister.
Hey Dave, why don't you punch in like your Smash app or whatever in the private chat or whatever? Because just in case you're not like scamming us or something, I'll probably send you something.
All right, Dave.
Nah, man,
After listening to you, and recording your voice and then uploading it into AI and using the vocal core, I made a song,
Go
Dave.
go ahead, Holy Father. They have already given me the walk of shame in my community.
This is
It's
not a walk
okay, Holy.
of shame. It's not ready yet. It's almost ready. I was just giving you a heads up. Don't go anywhere for like 45 seconds. But the deal with this is the second song I've made for you, Dave. I needed to cool out just a little bit. You've been
Holy
going
Father,
kind of crazy.
if Holy Father, if I was near you, if I was within your vicinity, I would have taken you to a pub. I would have bought beer for you. I would have given you some. I would have asked you to go for lager. But if you don't like lager, and if you want to go for the Irish ones, that's fine too. The dark beers.
You
So
mean
yeah,
lager?
whatever. Yeah, and whatever beer you wanted, I would have given you, and then we would have gone to Buffalo Wild Wings, where we would have spicy wild wings, and that
Oh, that
also
sounds
would be
amazing.
sponsored. That also would be sponsored, and the trip, the car that you roam around in, even that would be sponsored. So
Sponsored by what?
everything sponsored by me for the Holy Father. I would take him around. We would go have beer. We would go have wild wings. We'll chop it up, and we'll chill out. Yeah.
That sounds amazing, Dave.
Wow.
Sounds
He's
like a
rolling
Yes,
out the
really
red
good
carpet for
time.
you. You're gonna need a big red carpet.
I think I might end up in a basement or something, but it sounds like a great time for a little bit.
You're gonna have a hard time wrangling this big boy around. He's like 800 pounds.
That's true. That's true.
This guy's 800 pounds.
He is. Look, I mean, have you seen his look at his profile picture?
800 pounds. That's crazy. I can't lift
I don't
800
look like
pounds.
I look way thinner in my photos. Come on.
In his profile
Holy
picture.
Father,
I don't
you
look
were
like
that
I'm
fat.
800
Hey,
You
I
were
pounds.
bet you
that
that profile
fat. I
picture,
didn't know that.
the
I didn't know
file
you were
size,
that fat, Holy Father.
the file size for his profile
I
picture.
disavow you. I disavow you, Holy
Yeah,
Father.
he's
I
got
disavow.
You disavow me.
You were 800 pounds, man. I didn't
That,
know
hurt,
that.
that
I
hurts
thought
my
you were
feelings.
I thought you were 300 pounds.
I
Holy
thought
Father,
I thought you were my son.
but I thought you were 300 pounds. You were 800 pounds. I disavow
How do you
you.
think he's holding in all of that intellect? It's stored in his fat.
All right, Dave. I think this song will fix your feelings towards me. I think actually everybody will actually really like this song. It's actually really good. Like this one took a minimal prompting. It did take like 10 attempts, but it took minimal prompting, a fair amount of prompting.
That photo. Date 28, 2025. Wow.
Torchlight, Torchlight, shore life. I'm stuck in the strobe of the night. Door slam, more damn. Pull that out or get out of my sight. Cold steps, so dead, throat tight, trying to breathe while the street steals my bite. He calls it tough love, but rough, son. This shove got me spun in the white. I don't want the bottle, I want the throttle. On the bars when they spike, but he heard I can crack and snap. Now I'm a saint in his life. Porch light, no invite, just a sermon on the wrong and the right. If I'm saving myself, why am I shaking, forsaken, alone in your bright? Screen door screech, knee jerk, grief, teeth grit, heat hit. He's strict with the speech, not in my house. Mouth like a gavel, he rattles the rules as I reach. He stacks my past in the fast little basket of facts like a case. He can teach, I'm asking for calm. He's masking with palms full of blame like this helps when it bleeds. He sees a can and can't stand it. Commandment, condemn it, you're done. Then he snaps, I'm saying I'm scared. He's staring me square like I'm nothing but maps to relapse. I don't want the drink, I want the shrink of the noise when the poison attacks. But he is the pop top, jaw lock, heart stop. Now I'm sleeping on cracks. Porch boards, cold cord, sore throat, no coast, no breath in the air. I'm a kid on a step with a chest full of mess and a prayer. I don't share, he says learn, I hear burn. He says choice, I hear void like my voice isn't there. He calls it discipline, I call it distance, an instant and vision of care. I type I'm sorry that I'm starved to the nerve to hit send, cause it feels like I'm small, so I swallow the sorrow. Tomorrow I borrow a grin just to crawl through it all. You don't fix a fracture with capture, and capture is all at your standards recall. If you wanted me better, come tether the weather, don't sever the shelter in store. Porch light, torchlight, shore light. I'm stuck in the strobe of the night. Door slam, more down. Pull it out or get out of my sight. Cold steps, sore necks, grow tight. Trying to breathe while the street steals my bite. Because it's tough out the rough, son. The scrub got me spun in the white. I don't want the bottle, I want the throttle. On the bars when they spike, but he heard I can crack and snap. Now I'm a stain in his light. Porch light, no one bite, just a sermon on it right. If I'm saving myself, I'm not shaking, forsaken, alone in your bright. He drags my uncle, look what it does, like bloodlines of cliffs I will fall from. So he shoves me outside, cause of love, while the cold is the curse that it's formed from. He's scared I'll repeat it, so he deletes me, protecting, rejecting the storms off. Like saving the sun is a slogan, you swing as a stone when your course off. Labors and windows do shadowy shows, low glow like my pain is a pastime. I'm freezing and reason and squeezing my lungs through a mouth full of last lines. Phone no 1%, ride on a fence, mind on a sprint, heart on a tightrope. I write, let me in, then I swallow the sand, cause my cold turns to dry smoke. I don't chase the buzz, I chase the pulse, for those for the crowd slaves lusting. And she missed the chain by the name of the hex for the heat and knocking. You don't cure, but try to back on the swimmer, recall it, extremely and lazy. You don't hear like a chick if I make it improve, you get freeze like a safety. If I slick, you say see, like you needed me weak just to prove you were right. But I'm still here, still trying, still writing the porch like the torchlight. The night, take the can from my head, don't take the land from my feet. Don't make hell feel like hell every time that we speak. I'm your son, not a sifter, not a sequel to a sinner, not a warning label story you can staple to my skin. If you want me to heal, be here when it hurts. Don't disappear in the worst. Don't turn family ears to find home, then ask why I'm cursed. Cause it's
Pretty cool.
That was lit.
That
I don't
was
want
her
the
story.
bottle. I don't want the bottle. I want throttle. Yeah.
But then Nobody on Fire says, Dave, it's unethical to eat buffalo wings nowadays. We eat chicken wings now. You'll learn over time. It's all good, brother Dave. Thank you, Nobody on Fire. Greatly appreciated.
Man, when I was in South Padre, I was in Texas. South Padre. And I was going down the street. And there was a shop called Buffalo Wild Wings. And I had wings over there. And it was great. And I love
He
it.
walked on down the hall.
So you
I love
ate
it.
actual buffaloes?
No, I ate the chicken wings.
Are you sure?
Yes, the shop name was Buffalo Wild Wings, but they serve chicken wings. The same way
That doesn't sound right.
the football is played with hands nowadays, even though it's called football, which refers to a foot, but it's played with hands. It doesn't sound right too. So a lot of things don't
I don't
sound
know if you're
right,
right, Dave.
I think he's right, dude,
but
because they're not allowed to indulge in the beef, but the buffalo are fair game over there.
Oh, you can eat buffalo, Dave?
No. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings to get chicken wings. We got chicken wings. We didn't get we didn't get buffalo wings. We got
Did you
chicken
double
wings.
check that?
If they gave you buffalo wings, would you eat buffalo wings?
That's a good question. That's a fair question.
If I was high, then yes, yeah.
You smoke?
Dude,
Yes, I smoke.
I thought that was haram.
Dude, he is on like Planet 9 all the time.
That's what I thought. Whenever I heard his voice, I was like, "Hey, a fellow smoker." But I don't know. I thought he might have been just a little slow.
And
No,
then
not a fellow
Nobody
smoker.
on Fire says,
No,
Dave,
no,
don't
I'm
lie.
not.
Nobody on Fire, Dave, don't lie about buffaloes on this stream. Great point.
No, I'm not. I'm not. So here's the thing.
He's not wrong, Dave.
I already told you, no girl gives me attention, right? If a girl gave me attention, I would be having sex right now. I wouldn't be with you guys, right?
Dave, he's not wrong, though.
But that's what I'm saying, right? That if I had an attractive girl with me, I would be having sex with her right now. I wouldn't be with you guys. But I'm a loser. And that's what I am. And I accept that.
Dave.
And I already told you the story.
You're not a
Is this
loser,
therapy?
Dave. Don't say that.
Now, so that's what I'm saying, right? That when you open up Instagram in India, trust me, bro. When you open up Instagram, it feels like
Dave, we need to do a quick exercise, okay?
Okay, go ahead, Holy Father.
Okay, say I am not a loser.
I am not a loser.
Now say that 5 more times.
I'm not a loser. I'm not a loser. I'm not a loser. I'm not a loser. I'm not a loser.
Are you a loser?
I'm not a loser.
Are you sure?
My dick hasn't been wet in 3 years, so reality reveals some hidden facts.
Okay,
Yeah.
I tried.
Feels
I don't know. You
bad.
got any advice here, Jaziel?
What makes you a loser?
My dick hasn't been wet in 3 years.
But why?
My dick doesn't know.
But why do you?
My dick doesn't. My dick doesn't know what it feels like to be wet.
Oh yeah, but why do you feel like why do you feel like that's the case?
Because that is the epitome of masculinity, which is providing life.
No, I'm asking.
Even
why,
if you.
Why do you feel like you haven't had sex in 3 years?
I've had sex in 3 years, but it's all with condoms. I haven't had unprotected sex.
Okay, but then you're complaining about something that most people in this sphere probably don't get.
No, I used to get it, right? That's the point. That in the 2012s and the 2015s, I used to get it.
Damn, that's.
But now I don't get it.
Oh, well,
so it's even more wild. I'm 30.
Oh, okay. Well, you still got
Yeah.
time. Doesn't
Well,
make you a loser.
No.
well, my dick
Nobody
doesn't know
on
what it
fire
feels.
says,
Like.
Dave, know the difference between buffalo and Tugalo?
Tugalo. But like come on, like
Great point, nobody.
it's not even that big of a deal. So are you stressing about the fact that you can't get bitches or women?
Nobody on fire says,
Yeah,
Tugalo
exactly.
D's.
Yes.
Dave, nobody on fire.
You wanna
Dave, wait,
you wanna go.
wait, there's a super chat. Dave, nobody on fire says, Tugalo D's. Got him.
Tugalo D's nuts. But what were you saying, Dave?
Okay, so here's what I would say, sir. Okay, in the 2005 and in the 2006.
Bro, that's 20 years ago.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Listen to me. Just listen to me. Just listen to me. The place where I lived, the place where I grew up, where I was born there. I grew up there. Everybody around me knows me.
Mm-hmm.
So that village, we have different villages, right? The same way British has different villages, right? You understand that concept, right?
I'm from America.
Yeah, but like you understand the concept of villages, right? That there are
Yes, I
villages
understand what a
different.
village. Let's continue.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. So what was I saying?
You were talking about you in 2005, 2006. You had a village. You were in a village. You knew everybody there. That everybody knew you.
But what was the context? I'm forgetting the context.
Oh my god, we're
Sorry.
talking about like you.
My bad.
We're talking about you not getting bitches or not getting laid, and you complaining about it. And I asked you, why do you think that's the case?
Let's do our best to just call women, or as Cupper says, and it's kind of weird, but female.
Okay.
It just to be somewhat respectful.
Gotcha. I was just using the lingo, you know.
Because the standards have gone up too high, and I'm not meeting the standards.
Well, just meet the standards.
Yeah, but I don't have a physical circuit that can meet the standards. My physical circuit is limited. That's where the caste system comes. That's where the caste system comes into picture, sir.
We'll come
That
to
you were
America.
you were casted into a particular system, and if you belong to that system, you belong to that caste, then you're not gonna grow more than that.
But you can still get people within your same caste system, can't you?
They are all inflated. That's what I would say. It's all inflated.
Are you saying that they're big?
They all want big money.
Oh, okay. We'll make big money.
They want like $5 million, $6 million.
Oh,
that's what they're looking for.
Are you red pill, Dave?
Sorry.
Are you a red pillar?
I'm not a pillar, bro. I'm
right.
more than that. I'm more than that. I'm not a pillar.
I mean, but there are. It's not like it's impossible for you to find somebody to copulate with.
Yeah, but the distance is too high. It's like 600 miles away, 500 miles away, 300 miles away.
I mean, if you want some pussy,
away.
you're gonna do what you got to do to get some, right?
Maybe your standards are too high.
Yeah.
No.
So back in my day, I was dragging my thing through 600 miles of mud, glass, and whatever just to go get some. We worked hard for ours.
I'm heading out, guys. Y'all have a good one.
See ya.
But you had that premium shit, right? It's not even premium on my side. The quality is way low. Yeah, you had that premium shit.
I mean, some. I mean, I got some shitters out there. I'm not gonna.
That's why even I would go 600 miles if I had that premium shit. But I have low quality. I have Chinese manufactured cheap quality. That's what I have. You know that Chinese home we were talking about. That's what I have. Chinese home. Yeah, cheap quality tiny home.
Look, it's not about what's on the outside; it's about what's on the inside.
For sure. And then I shit every morning, and then I shit in the afternoon, and then I shit in the evening, and I'm like, oh my god, did I just shit for 3 times in a day? That's crazy.
I mean, you got to get what you can get, man. You got to get in where you fit in.
It's okay, bro. I sacrifice this for the next fist.
Hmm?
It's okay. I sacrifice this life. I'll be a loner. I'll be the shamed one. The community hates me. You know, I'm a smoker. I'm a drinker, and the community shames that. So
Sound like a
I'll be
doomer.
that. Yeah, I'll be laying on my bed. Nobody will come to pick my body up until unless this fat ass gets a plane to India, whom we
Can
call the
we?
Holy Father.
Nobody
Can
fire.
we?
You got music, bro. Turn off your music, and then I'll unmute you. All right, I'm gonna unmute you. Make sure your music's off.
Yeah, I'm good. So, can we stop talking about women like you're in an ill-equipped area, like you have no, like, department store access?
Now you get now he tweaking. Now he tweaking. Now he pointing it out. Yeah, that's real.
Tweaking.
That's real. That's real. That's real. Department store. That's real. Department store was the goal, but I fell for the phone. Even though this whore kept me reminding about the chore.
Are you okay, Dave?
I think he's.
Hey Dave, have you applied for a HB1 visa?
Nigga,
Dave, you can't say that. What is
Well, I
wrong
mean, he is
with
a person
you?
of color. I think he could say
What
it, right?
is wrong with you, Dave?
I said
No
igga.
more warnings.
Yes, I have an H1B visa.
That'd be awesome if you could get over here.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to be
mean,
real with you. So if you try to like if you have a particular position of holding the spoon to scoop out the karma, then I think it's a bad strategy. Because I'm trying to be
Karma.
real with you guys.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to, you can come to America. There's plenty of fish in the sea over here.
But no, I want something durable and reliable, right? I don't want a fish that jumps from one pond to the next.
That
I
jumps
don't
from
want
one hook to another.
to I don't want a fish that changes zip codes. Like, okay, that fish was in this zip code this year, and then in the next year it was in this zip code. So I don't want that.
I mean, look,
Uh,
you gotta be. Look, if you're wanting a somebody that is your age, or maybe a little younger, like
You don't need to
20,
tell me. You don't
25.
need to tell me.
I'm
I
saying
already have that.
25,
You
25,
can I
26, something like
tell
that.
you a story?
And there, if
Can
you're
I tell
talking
you
about
a
premium,
Can
if
I
you're
tell
talking about,
you? Can I
wait,
tell
one
you?
second,
Can I
one
tell
second,
you a
one
boring?
second.
Can I tell
Yeah,
you a
you
boring story? Let
can,
me know
you
that,
can,
please. Oh,
you
please
can
let me say
after
it.
I'm
Please,
done. Hold
please,
on.
please let me say it.
I
Please,
have a point that I
please.
wanted to make.
It's in my heart. Please let me say it.
Oh, okay, go
Please, I
ahead, go
beg
ahead,
you.
go ahead,
Please.
go ahead.
Okay, okay. So I lived in Johns Creek. Johns Creek is a premium neighborhood in Atlanta,
Mean.
Georgia. And around me, I had premium wives. Okay, the wives around me were premium. They were perfectly curvy. They were perfectly jawlined, and they had the perfect shape that any man would desire. And the best part was that we didn't have a direct connection, but they knew how I used to behave, and they used to laugh at me for behaving the way I used to behave. So yeah, I had a kind of small love story going on, which was broken down in 2022. But yeah, I used to love them, and they used to love me. They used to bring their children to me, you know, just to bless them. But yeah,
All I was gonna say is if you're looking for, as you call it, premium.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not looking for anything. I have everything. I have everything that I
Weren't you just
needed.
complaining about the
What
fact that you felt like a loser because you weren't getting sex?
the kind of girls that I saw in my stimuli, I was like blown out. I was like, really? That's the kind of wife you get in Atlanta Jones Creek? Like really? If that's a wife that I get, I would die for that. Yes, I would die for it. Yes. And they were all smiling to me, and they were all playing with their hair, and they were talking about me, and they knew me. And oh man, we had an affair, bro. It was so
Dave.
nice. I would die for
This
that.
man is down bad.
Dave, have you
Yes,
ever
sir.
just
After 500 years of Ruther evolution, Mr. Speaker, let me point that out. In the dry lands of the Asia called the Mahabharat,
Dave?
where 500 years of evolution had taken place, and then a saint left the place to an American taste, where he met the faith, neighborhood
Dave.
haste.
Somebody chill out, Dave.
Dave, have you ever just seen a woman?
Man, when I see a British American woman, I'm like, man, there is a shorty and a curvy and very nice. That's very good. Just
Dave, you're
five,
not listen.
yeah.
Dave, you're not listening to me, dude. My point is that you just described a woman just being a woman.
Yeah, it's okay. It can be Portuguese, it can be black, it can be Caribbean. I don't mind. It has to be 5'6" and curvy. That's it. That's the only requirement. Or the other facade go away. Only two requirements, my friend. 5'6" and curvy. That's it. If you that, then I'm good with you. I don't care where you from.
Dave,
This man is down bad.
Dave, what did you just call it?
Man, you wanna hear a story? Can I share a story if you have time? If you have time, I'll share
Sure.
a story.
Sure. Can it be PG?
It like it is like God level, like God shaming me. It is that level. Imagine, imagine it is that level. God shaming me. You know how? You know how? Here's how. I will tell you. I will explain. I was in Atlanta for 2 years, searching for a SMV 9. Okay, sexual market value 9, like 5'6" and curvy and perfect jawline and like just amazing, right? So I was searching for that in Atlanta for 2 years. I went to all the clubs. I went to all the apartments. I made all the connections. I did everything, but I didn't. I got a Portuguese, but she was like 32 years old. And then I got an African. Then I got a British, but they were all like 28, 29 years old. Um, and then I visited my friend in New Orleans. My friend used to live in New Orleans, and I visited him. And that motherfucker was fucking the stereotype that I was talking about. He was sleeping with her in front of me. I spoke to her and we had a friction. I was like, bitch, really? I'm here and you're gonna fuck with him?
Do you have this friction with every woman that you talk to?
No, only with white hot woman.
White what?
White hot woman.
White heart woman?
Hot woman. Hot woman.
Hard?
Hot.
He's saying
HOT.
he's saying
Hot
hot,
woman.
like attractive.
Hot. Oh my god. I didn't know what he was saying. My bad.
I mean,
So only
Yeah,
whenever
yeah,
you-
man.
understandable.
My
whenever you-
pronunciation is very bad, man. I'm sorry, man. I apologize, man. You American are so ahead. You are like rockets, bro. You have left the Earth and you've gone to Mars. So now we can go and live in America. We can call America Hindustan. A bunch of IT tech billionaires.
Are you part of those? Do you say do not redeem it?
I mean, I hope you see my Nadellas and my pitch eyes. I don't really think more.
That's a fair question. I would like to, because if you do that, I will be very disappointed. I don't think you do that, but if you did, I would be very disappointed in you, my son. Can you be real with us for a minute, Dave?
Be honest.
I think he lives in the U.S. and works in the U.S. I don't think he actually lives in India and does that shit. By the way,
Does
I
he
think
say
he's
that he
American.
No.
You're American, right, Dave?
By heart, not by fate.
Oh, gotcha. And Gretchen says Tacos presents making of an incel episode 1, Cupper episode 2. Dave, too bad the Cupper episode got deleted.
What happened?
Just it was over 12 hours.
But so Dave, so why do you think you're a loser again? That was what we were getting at.
Because I can't get them Insta bitches in India. And they fucking.
Dave, you're just being weird. Stop being weird. You're a cool dude. We all like you. Just chill out and stop being a weirdo. You know those weirdo impulses you get where you say like really random shit all the time? And you do it like we're talking about stuff and you jump in like, you know, one time I started walking through a forest and I attacked Bigfoot. You know that type of shit you say? Do you say that to women?
Mr. Speaker, I'm just here to debate my points and debate
Dave,
my
do you
existence.
say that? Do you say that to women? Yes or no?
No, I don't say that, no.
Okay, don't do that shit. That's weird. It's fine here because you're goofy and this is the internet, but don't do that shit with women.
No, I burned my house.
They'll love it
No,
too much.
I burned my family tree. I'm the last generation. I don't have a kid. I'm 30 years old. I don't have a
Hey,
wife.
look into antinatalism. You'll be all right.
I'm gonna die as a loser. So yeah, shout out to you guys.
Shout out to us. What are we? We're here indulging your tendencies.
Yeah, I don't have a generation. I don't have a kid. I don't have a wife. I don't have a future. I have nothing secured. So I'm just gonna die off, and the world will
Wait,
move
hold on.
on.
Wait. So, how do you think you're solving that problem by being here?
I took the premium taste, right? I know what sour means. I like sour. I don't like spicy.
Okay, but
I like
how
sour
you
more.
the problem that you have that you're talking about? Oh, I will die off. I am all of that issue, all of that. How are you? What are you doing to solve that? Like to help?
I'm not trying to help. I'm just gonna. I have spoken with Pegasus. I think that's the name of the organization in Switzerland, and they are demanding that my father signs a paper that supports my euthanasia. So I'm just gonna ask my father to sign it, and then I'm gonna go and get some euthanasia for myself. You know.
Hey.
Damn, what a twist.
Yeah.
Wait, is that like
you
is that
never heard of
legit
the-
or?
Yeah, that's what we're planning, right? That's what we're planning.
But for
That's
what?
we're
Why?
thinking
Wait,
about.
why do that?
Cause my grandfather opened up 3 trust funds, and what I received in heritage is shame and guilt.
What? I don't understand. But why do you need to be euthanized?
Because my grandfather opened up 3 trust funds that are operating today,
Okay, what
and
does that have
I
to do
was
with anything with
molested.
you?
I was molested as a child, which I already shared a couple of minutes ago. So I
You never
received
heard of
shame and
the,
guilt.
You
Wait,
never heard of the prodigal
Yeah.
son parable?
I don't know much, man. I'm just a normal, average Joe, bro, and I receive shame. Even though my grandfather was such a great guy, they speak
Dave,
about him. Yeah,
Dave,
they
you
speak.
have a
Yeah,
panel of people here that are enjoying chatting with you and wish you would chill out and be one of the dudes for a little bit because you're fun to talk to. But
yeah, act like we're at the bar and we're all like drinking a beer and we're all hanging out. Act like that.
okay. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Okay, so how's the day been? Where you from?
Oh, it's been all right, man. I'm just chilling here, man. I mean, this is.
Are you a Hindu? Are you a Hindu?
Am I?
Yes, are you a Hindu?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What do
What
you
are
think?
you?
I'm American.
So are you Christian, Protestant, Catholic, Orthodox,
I'm an atheist.
Muslim? What were your parents? Even your parents were atheists?
No, they were like Southern Baptist, but I mean, weren't.
Baptist, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's famous. That's famous. That's famous in America. It's baptism. Yeah. And the Amish people, yeah, baptism and Amish, two
Yeah,
highly moral
I
standards.
have Amish people that live near me.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's all the same, but they portray it in a different way. Yeah.
What are you?
I'm just a horny dude who wants pussy, bro. Who wants to get a red pussy.
We were going so good. Shit was going so well.
Dave, there's something in chat from Blood. I don't want to read it out on here, but you should read it, I guess.
Man, they have already shamed me. What else are they gonna do? They've already shamed me. What else is gonna happen? The police is gonna show up. They're gonna arrest me. They're gonna put me in jail. Okay.
What'd you do?
I didn't do nothing, man. But they keep scaring me. They keep threatening me with police cases that because I'm in a dry land, right? There is no alcohol around over here. Alcohol is banned over here.
How
So
are you
if I
getting
drink
alcohol?
I have a connection.
Bro has an alcohol plug. Jeez.
Yeah, I have a plug, and yeah, so I get it from him, and they
And
all
so they
threatened me with cases that they're gonna throw a case at me that I was drinking, and then the police arrested me, and all of that
well
nonsense.
stop drinking. Why
So
are you drinking?
because I'm getting a pussy.
Were you driving?
No, where he lives is dry, meaning they're not allowed to have alcohol.
Yeah, that was
Right,
probably just a
right.
ticket or something.
Because we have counties near, well, a few hours away that are dry counties where you're not allowed to buy alcohol. I don't know about having it or drinking it, but you're definitely not allowed to buy it.
Yeah, something like that. So
Dave, so
Well, I
just
you
mean,
said
drinking. Yeah.
you're like a converted Catholic or something, but you're still talking about karma. How do you reconcile that?
Because my mother is very creative. She illuminates my darkness.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
very nice.
because she always has information which I don't possess, and based on that information, she can make deductions which I don't do. And then she, in the fear that I reside in, and the darkness that I reside in, she illuminates me, and she's like, "It's gonna be okay. Don't worry. This is the path. This is what happened." So, I love my mother, and when she dies, I would die.
So did you ever
That's
do the Hindu
beautiful and
thing?
creepy at the same time, Dave.
Agreed.
Because she's a Catholic nun, right? She's a Catholic nun, right? Now
I don't
we
know.
now we're getting into now we're getting into the nitty gritty. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty. She served my grandfather. My grandfather had cancer for 15 years. She served him. Then she served my father for just in taking care of his household and stuff. And now she's taking care of me and the household and stuff. And she has been a Catholic nun that you guys despise, that those Catholics. Pity those Catholics. Well, come to my shed. Maybe look at my mom. Yeah, maybe I'm horny. Maybe a 16-year-old in UK, being Afghan,
What the
might not
fuck?
have been a big deal for me. But
What the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah. So my mom is good. She's a Catholic nun, and yeah,
They still
you
do
guys can
arranged
come and see
marriages
it.
there.
What did he just say? Did he say a 16-year-old?
I don't know.
Is that
So,
what you said, Dave?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Hey, Dave, have you ever did the Hindu thing?
I think they got him.
What do you mean by Hindu thing?
Like, did you ever like believe in the Hindu, archetype or
Yes,
the whatever? Because, all right,
yes.
so
My goddess name is Kali with a K, not Cali. Cali. It's Kali. Kali.
Dave,
That's
I
my
need I
goddess.
need you
Yeah.
to explain what you meant without breaking TOS.
it sounds almost like cafe. Cafe.
Yeah,
What
bunch
the
of bullshitters.
fuck was
Bullshitters marketing morality in them UKs when their Punjabs are like rotten and dead.
stop? Come on, don't say shit like that.
Yeah, I don't speak.
You're saying they're trying to do something to the law?
No, just pointing it out. That's it. Pointing it out. 200 people don't just show up. 2 people will find. You don't need to
Figure
market
out
that.
your shit, Dave. Figure your shit out. Come back when you've got your shit figured out, dude. Holy shit. Sorry.
That guy was an odd guy.
Oh man. That was not what I expected at all. Like, he was really funny a couple of times, and he just got weirder and weirder.
So without breaking TOS,
Somebody's,
what was he
hey,
saying?
nobody, you've got like, we can hear your joystick. It's very
I hope
loud.
that's
Yep.
a joystick.
Yep, my bad. It is literally my Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, without
My
breaking
bad.
TOS, what was he saying?
I don't even want to go into it. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's one of a
It's just-
couple of things. I'm not sure which one, but
Yeah, I get
one
it.
of them did not sound good.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be associated with that.
I mean, it's like, he's Catholic. He's got a.
Nobody on fire. You've got a static white noise in the background.
Is it me?
No, it's nobody on fire.
All right. And he's got a Hindi, God. He's got karma going. And he's Catholic. Is Catholic nun, which I don't know if there's allowed to get married or whatever. Like, this is kind of getting scammy, and I'm not sure what's going on there.
I think a lot of the stuff he was saying was bullshit. Like, talking about the euthanasia stuff, and I was like, what?
And he was in Atlanta, but he was up at the Chattanooga. Come on, Dave. Come on, man. And then
I couldn't do it with Dave. I couldn't do it. It was too much.
Yeah, something's just aren't adding up because like he showed us the farm. He was on the farm, but he doesn't work for his dad. But that's his land. But he doesn't work for the dad. But he got thrown out, and maybe he was drinking, but he didn't do his farm duties. So like, I need answers. Like at this point, I'm a little bit skeptical, Dave. Just I like you. I think you're hilarious, like totally
pretty
hilarious. But things ain't adding up right now.
Or I should say, he was pretty great. Now he's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He was pretty great. I'm very disappointed in Dave. I was telling everybody, Dave's great, Dave's awesome. Then he goes and starts saying shit like that, and like, oh, come on, Dave, you know better. You were awesome, and then you reveal this shit. What the fuck is wrong with people?
I've only had 2 impressions of him, and that was the other night and tonight. And gotta say, I'm not entirely impressed with him.
Yeah, two tacos.
I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore, Dave. If you're listening.
I mean, I think they do arranged marriages over there at this, still. So like, if the cast is real, like I could see that being a thing. But then you're talking about going to London or wherever to get that. That would not be a thing in London, right? So it's just not adding up, Dave. I'm confused.
You bring great shame onto us.
Yes, Dave. You're covered in shame.
Hey, Taco, I think I'm gonna crash out at this point because I
shame
my bed and then I'm gonna crash. So
shame.
When you say crash out, most people take that to mean like go crazy, like freak out, and like, oh, I'm gonna crash out. That's what most people think.
I'm gonna go.
I know what you mean. Like you're gonna dip out and then you're gonna go crash.
Yeah, there you go. So take care, everybody.
See ya.
Take it easy, man.
I guess the freaks come out in the morning, huh?
It's definitely interesting in the morning.
When did you change your stream schedule?
The holiday. Like Thanksgiving.
Started to try it a little bit later.
No, this is just when people wanted to stream.
That's
when people wanted me to do shit.
Does it work? Do you get more viewership streaming later?
I don't know. I haven't streamed earlier in a while.
Works out for me because I work night shifts, so
I couldn't tell you, dude. It's so long.
Have you gone full time yet?
Yeah, I've been full time for like 2 months.
And you're making enough from streaming?
I mean, it's interesting.
I definitely want to do some not streaming,
Debates?
but definitely. Well, I definitely want to do content. I'm here just because I'm entertained by this stream, so I'm not even here for like content shit. But
I'm glad to hear that.
Just
to be entertained by
the production stuff that I'm doing. I have like a bigger video that I'm working on right now that I scripted out, and I'm gonna edit and do all that stuff. Which I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know if you have any time because you're streaming all the time, but I wouldn't.
I don't have time. But what's up?
Yeah, I was gonna say you could totally like do some sort of longer form content whenever you get the chance, and then if that gets a lot of viewership, you could just funnel viewers from that video into your mega bloodbath live streams. Just a idea.
Maybe. I've done a lot of long form content in the past. I'm not like opposed to it. It's just not really something I do anymore.
Yeah.
My long form content is like a lot. what I could do is I could clip long form content, right?
Yeah,
What I need to be able to do is afford to hire a editor to clip shit. That's the way to do it.
for
I don't need to
sure.
make new. I have plenty of content that would work well for whatever, right? Whatever people want to see on the YouTubes.
Yeah, it just have to be marketed right, and as long as it has like some pretty decent thumbnail and title, you know.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it though. I'm having fun, man. I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah, for sure. I've been doing a lot of research. I mean, there's like a never-ending rabbit hole of research you could do, but I've been doing a lot of shit on research on YouTube and
For
looking up
what?
looking up like videos that like do well and why they do well and trying to identify
Oh.
what people want to see and shit like that. And because it's like at the end of the day, as much as like I want to make shit that I want to make and I want to make shit that's entertaining, I also want to grow and succeed. So if I can put some effort and thought behind that, it'll at least have some sort of benefit.
I'm telling you, I've always just been doing what I want to do since day one.
Mm.
I'm just having fun. None of my videos blow up. I don't have any like crazy high view videos.
Yeah. I think you could. Like, I think definitely you
I
could.
don't care. I'm just having fun.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like, I was
This is
just.
the best job ever. I get to hang out with people, and some of them are really cool. Some of them are goofballs and talk and play games. Like I've been playing Endless Space 2, getting bodied by the AI all night in the background. Like it's just like the best job ever, you know?
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I see what you're saying.
Don't worry. I just don't worry about it at all.
Faux show.
But like I said, I could do with clipping. I do need to get an editor at some point, but I'm probably 6 months off.
I think you only got 6 months and then you can get one.
I'm probably 6 months off. I just need I need to be able to afford to have somebody go through hundreds of hours of content over the course of 2 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a lot of content you got too.
Or more, probably more. Listen to do it on 2x.
Which I was gonna say. I mean, sure. I mean, there should be ways people could. I mean, you can transcribe. You know, get the transcripts of certain of your videos, and you know that would probably make it a lot easier too, because you can just kind of search through, find keywords and stuff.
Yeah, I don't really worry about any of it though. I kind of just log on and do my thing, right?
Mm-hmm. It's more than most people are doing. They just think about it. That's one thing I've tried to get better at is like taking the ideas that I have and just doing something with them instead of just keeping them ideas.
Just have fun and hope that people like you having fun.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
They may not, but who cares?
There's definitely value to be gained. I mean, because everybody's got their own little spin on things. And obviously you're able to garner an audience. Like there are people who show up every day just to be here.
Yeah. I mean, you'll make like friends with some of the audience members and we'll chill out and then more people will jump in and just have to be consistent with it and have fun. You have to have fun.
Yeah. I have some
Hopefully
videos
we can
I made.
find a theist here. What?
I was saying I had some videos I made here recently that I edited and, you know, didn't really put much thought or effort into it, but I just had a lot of fun with them, you know, had fun doing them.
Did they do well?
No, I mean not. I mean, I've had videos in the past do really well, like on like before I unlisted them and stuff. And when I say really well, I mean like I think. Hold on, let me see.
I'm at the point where I don't know. My YouTube is really weird. Like I kind of can predict like how many people are gonna like if I release a video, I can kind of predict. But it's like also I can kind of predict how many new subscribers. It's just like my YouTube is weird. It's just like I have regular people that watch my YouTube, and I don't have a lot of new people watching any of my videos that I post ever. It just never happens. It's like one here, one there, one there. I get a raid, right?
The most popular video I ever made on, at least on this channel, was it got 21,000 views. Then I had a couple that had 2,000, 3,000, stuff like that. And for like my content, that's pretty, like, I'm a way smaller channel, but those were pretty well. The ones that I'm doing now aren't really doing that good, but that's mainly because this channel has been around for a while, and I've changed the genre of content that I've made multiple times. So I anticipated that would happen, but it's not high effort enough to where it takes me a while to make it, but it's also good enough where somebody can get some sort of value out of it. But I'm going for more like longer form content. I want to make videos that are at least like 10 to 15 minutes long, instead of like these 3 to 5 minute videos that I've been making. But that requires a lot of editing and stuff, which I can do. It's just, it takes time.
Remember, if you're not making money, it's free labor.
For sure.
So I wouldn't spend. I used to spend like 6 to 8 hours making 1 hour response, 45-minute to 1 hour response videos. There's just no return on it. You don't make any money. It's fun. I just prefer to do them live. I should just do them. I should be more organized doing them live and just clip it live. Just go through it and then clip it instead of jumping around like I do.
Yeah. I mean, like, I see what you're saying, that like if you can put way less time or way less effort into a video or into something, and then release that, and then you get whatever return on investment. You didn't put that much into it, so if you get nothing in return, it's like, no harm, no foul. And I think it
just there's only so much time in a day. If you're doing other stuff, I mean, say you're doing minor edits and stuff, like doing 4 hours and then maybe and setting it up, like it's not even just like doing less effort. It's like setting everything up, because like once you get a rhythm down, you start to optimize the steps, and so your recording gets better, your editing gets better, and you save time. Like I turned those 6 to 8 hour video recording into like 3 to 4 hour at one point, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess it all depends on the content that you're making, because there are some people who are able to like sit down for months and months on end and write, edit, record, do all of that in that entire time, and then whenever they put it out there, it gets an extreme return on investment. They get like millions.
I would just keep in mind that unless you're in the algorithms, this is a hobby, right? And so, or unless you have an amazing community that supports you, this is a hobby, right? And
or if you get some sort of like somebody dishing out.
I'm just saying, I would unless you're doing like straight up new music or something, I would spend all the time in the world on that, right? But like other stuff you're doing, yeah, you can make like I don't know how to do crazy high production content anyways, right?
See, I'm not to toot my own horn, but I'm saying I do. It's just I understand that the amount of time and effort that it takes it's a lot. Like it just takes a lot of focus and time and effort.
Right, and that's the main thing I'm saying. You got to manage your time, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's why I'm trying to find a happy medium, because I went like the content that I've been making here recently has been like almost like I wouldn't say super super low effort, but it's like pretty low effort, where I just kind of like sit down, do a little introduction, record myself commentating over the fact that I'm making like a beat or making a track, and then the edits that I make are very like simple. They're just very quick cut edits, because I have like keyboard shortcuts that make it where I can do it really quick. And then I just make everything just either zoom in, zoom out, shit like that. Which is fine. It's just, I feel like I could do more. Like, I feel like I could do like better videos that people would actually tune in and actually watch. If I sat down and put a little bit more time and effort and thought into the creative process. Make it into like
what makes you
an
think
experience.
more? Well, don't worry about it. Just do you have fun with whatever you're doing, and don't do. I did that for a while. It's unsustainable. Just don't do 8 hours on one video.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have
unless it's like a live stream or something. Don't. It's just there's not enough time in the day.
Yeah. If I can, like, I'm definitely not going to sit there and like take months on time. Like, if I can like put a video out every week, like that, I would be good with that.
You do you, yeah. JL, do you know JL Warren, right?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
JL Warren does one like I think he does one every Friday. Might be wrong on that, but he does one something like every Friday.
Yeah.
So
bridge the divide.
Yeah, you can look at his schedule, but he has a schedule. It's going to depend on your audience, though, right? Yeah. I used to do one every morning and one in the evening, because I was in Discord a lot. So I'd get one clipped real quick from Discord in the morning, one in the evening, get a couple uploads. It was pretty chill.
Yeah, I mean, like, even JL, like with his, like, if all he would have to do, like, really, all he would have to do is just upgrade the thumbnails, and he's good. Like, I mean, his thumbnails are just kind of like very basic. I mean, I'm not shitting on them. I'm just trying to be objective here. They're just very basic and just like with bold red text. But if
neither of us know enough to do any of that. Let's be real. But
who, you and me, or you and him?
You and I.
What, in terms of thumbnails?
Yeah.
I mean, I could shoot you some stuff that I've done.
No. What I'm saying is, neither of us, like, nobody really knows what works.
Oh, you're talking about for the algorithm.
Nobody really knows, right?
Yeah, some people are able to do some very simple, like Comic Sans over white text, and then like the video gets like 2 million views.
I know. Like I said, nobody really knows.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just, I guess I'm just relating it to like other content creators of the same fashion that I've seen.
People are very unpredictable.
For sure. I've seen some videos that I'm like, why the fuck does this have any views? And it's like, 2 million, something like that.
Right.
And then I've seen some videos where I'm like, yo, why does this have 0 views? And it's like a very well edited, and someone put like obviously hundreds of hours of time into the video, and it's got like, 102 views or something. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, some people like are in the algorithms. They know they're going to get watched by Asmongold or whoever else, and it makes sense for them to do that type of thing. But that's not going to make sense for most people.
Yeah, I noticed your streams do really, really well whenever you have bigger names on here, like when you had Andrew Wilson and Jim Bob and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. That's just fun. So those are like mega bloodbaths, and it's just fun.
Yeah, I thought it was cool whenever you switched over to instead of being breakfast tacos, you turned it to mega bloodbath.
That way better name.
Yeah. I heard Jim Bob whenever he was giving you some advice. I I do agree. If you had like a pre-recorded mega bloodbath with like some reverb or something like that, and you just hit it, I think that would be cool.
Right. Maybe. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. I don't know, dude.
Every little thing is gonna. I just figured just be optimistic for the most part. You know, just because if you're optimistic, if you're wrong, if you're like about the future, you're optimistic but you're wrong. Well, at least you had some time where shit felt like it was going to be good. But like,
Right.
let's say you are pessimistic and you're right. Well, now you just suffered the whole time.
Right. Well, let's get some theists up here.
Yeah. I'm
I think we need to
optimistic
get
we're
some-
going to get some theists.
Me too, dude. Me too. There's usually a theist or two, though.
I mean, it's
When you
Sunday
ask.
morning. I think they're all at church.
Oh, yeah. I might need to go to bed soon, though. Like, it's almost, like, it's not 7 yet, obviously, but...
Taco, you need to somehow convince some congregation to allow you to have your live stream being played in a church.
Oh,
and,
that would be funny as shit.
and just have all the people of the congregation talk to the people on panel.
That would be so... Could you imagine?
Bro.
Fucking JL, man.
Bro, you would be screaming. You'd have a grandma in the background.
Dude, there was
passing
this
out.
nice old dude that called in from some church, and well, I mean he goes to church and whatnot, right? And he was just some nice old dude that was like locked in his ways and not scientifically educated, and it was just like the platitudes he tells children that he was telling JL, and JL flipped shit on him and started calling him stupid and cussed him out and was like, "You need to leave." And
But what was JL getting so mad about?
he felt like the guy was being dishonest, I think.
I don't know. It gets so emotional.
I
mean, it's entertaining.
I don't know how
For
anyone
sure.
gets so emotional. Doesn't everybody realize they're all like everybody is an idiot for the most part?
Yeah, I think we're all shades of idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been a couple times where I've debated on this channel where I've got a little animated, but it's never out of a place of like I'm genuinely mad. It's just I want to get a word
like,
in.
Most people are just legitimately idiots.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm not saying y'all are all idiots, but what I am saying is that a lot of people are idiots, and you need to remember that, right?
And you're not exempt. Like, and nobody is exempt from that.
Yeah. Everybody is an idiot a lot of the time, but you're not all idiots, if you know what I mean. I don't know.
You all have the capacity to be an idiot.
Yeah, you all can be idiots if you really want to.
Yeah. Some people have just trained their non-idiot muscle.
Yeah. And some people have maximized their idiot capabilities.
Yeah. Gypsy Rose Toy says from Kick says you're mid fart.
Oh, hey, don't read that. Oh, what the fuck.
I wasn't gonna read it all, but
okay, interesting. Yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. Dude, I'm I was watching that Fallout show with my wife this morning and I passed out. I'm upset. I had to watch that.
Was it any good?
I don't know. I passed out pretty quick.
Oh shit. Pretty
freaking quick.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I'll let you know tomorrow probably.
Yeah. Man, so have you heard from Grace or Ben?
No, I don't know where they've been.
I remember the last time they were on, they said something about we're never coming back on here or some shit like that, and I guess they were true to their word.
No, they came back on after that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Shit.
No, they're cool. I've had some DMs with them. They're cool.
Okay. Are they still doing crazy shit?
Yeah, it's kind of weird bringing them on the channel because they have, like, I don't really know them, and there's a lot of weird accusations out there about them. And,
Yes.
like, everybody knows about it. So,
After
like,
I had a debate with Ben, like I got off of there and then I actually went and researched and did like a deep dive into them, and the stuff that they've done and said and acted in the ways that they've acted on the internet, and
I'm not making any accusations.
I'm not either.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it looks bad. It doesn't look good. It doesn't make them look good.
And so that is I get a lot of kickback every time they came on. I got a lot of kickback. I don't know. I don't really care about the kickback. Like,
did you get kickback from JL?
Lots of people.
Well, I was gonna say, Ben and Grace, I think, are very good at like pushing JL's buttons. And I think
they really like JL.
Oh yeah, they do. It's because like they know the buttons to push, and they're very trolly people. They're very, very trolly, rage
They were
baby.
having fun with it for sure.
They're good. They're like I wouldn't, even though I don't agree with any of their points, I do think Ben is very good on his feet in a debate. Like rhetorically at least.
Right.
He's able to turn shit around without you even realizing sometimes.
I don't know about that one.
Well, I'm saying like whenever like I debated him, there was a couple times where like he did. It's been a while, so I would have to go back and see specifically, but he did like some logical sleight of hands, basically, where kind of derailed me without me realizing I was being derailed.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'd have them back on, right, if they wanted to come on and debate somebody. I wouldn't stop them, I don't think. Why would I, right?
Yeah, they are entertaining people for sure. They are entertainers. They're kind of lolcows, but entertainers nonetheless. Like I don't know, man. Like I feel like they could have. Like I know they're still doing content, but like in terms of like getting out there and getting seen, and because that's obviously what they're going for and what they want.
Yeah, they were doing a circuit on all the streams. They still are.
Yeah, I think they could have went about it. They could. I don't know. They just their reputation is tarnished badly.
Yeah. It seems like that.
I think so, at least. I mean, they're charismatic people.
I hope they get it figured out. They have a lot going on, you know.
Yeah, the potential is crazy. Like they have some potential to be like bigger figures. You don't think so?
I don't know. I think they're growing.
Let's see, I know they did a rebrand.
No, they did.
Well, on one of their channels called Naptown.
Interesting. Do they just sleep on it?
Guess so. Well, yeah. No, I mean they got. I mean they're pretty decent viewership. You know, 3K, 3K, 1K.
So they have like 3,000 people just watching them sleep.
Yeah, just them sleeping. Yeah. No, they're
That's
going
hardcore.
over Pearl Davis's debate stuff and
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Wait, is that them or is that somebody that is just? I think
Could be somebody just clipping their shit.
yeah. Oh yeah, they still have Thorpe Tube.
Where's all the theists at? Theists in the audience, get on up here. Let's go.
Looks like they're primarily on Kick.
Yeah.
Makes sense because a lot of the shit they do would not fly on YouTube.
I don't know what they do that's so insane.
I think it was really like the shit that they say.
Oh.
I think I know Ben has dropped a few Fs. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Maybe a couple Ns. I'm not sure.
If that's true, that would make sense. I don't know the truth value of that claim though. And
I could be wrong, but I feel like I've seen a clip of him saying it before.
I would hope you're wrong.
I mean, he's a Catholic. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, I mean that's an interesting.
Hasn't Jim Bob said it before?
I have no idea on Jim Bob.
I feel like I swear I feel like I've heard him say it before.
Hope not. Jeez, all these people just dropping words. Just want
I
to
think
use
some of them,
words,
like the R
man.
word, for example, is.
I mean
like,
that's not as bad as that other one.
I mean, it's making a comeback, especially in the lexicon of a lot of people in the conservative and right wing sphere.
Yeah. Not the best.
I don't know. I'm weird when it comes to like words and stuff because like it's like there's no like particular words that I hear that ever like offend me or anything like that. But I do think that like
I wish we could allow like 98% free or 99% free speech, you know?
99.
Yeah.
What's the other?
There's nothing I want to say or anything that I like I use
What's
all the
what's
words
the
I
other
wanna
1% though? Like, are you saying that there are some words that are so bad that you just shouldn't utter them?
Well, we're like 95% free speech or so right now, probably.
Yeah, I like I don't necessarily have any problem with like if I'm on
And then
somebody's
it's lower if you're like on like platforms and stuff. It's probably like 85% or something, right? 90% is a little bit lower, right?
yeah, like if I'm on somebody's YouTube channel and then I hear like they're on a live stream and I hear them drop the F bomb, like in my head, it's not gonna do anything for me. I'm not gonna like care. Like I'm not gonna be like I'm like. But for the most part, the first thing that's gonna go through my mind is like, oh damn, that guy probably shouldn't have said that because a lot of people aren't gonna like the fact that he said that. That's kind of like what's going on in my head. I don't really care personally, but I know a lot of other people do.
I just like free speech, even if I don't agree with it. I think free speech is good, or what they're saying. I think free speech is good. You know,
Yeah.
free speech is a valuable thing, man. I don't get it everywhere.
Sad.
Yeah, kinda. Where's all the theists at?
They're scared.
Probably.
Someone said no need for any kind of slurs ever.
Yeah, I don't think people should use them.
Like what is a
Those are
slur?
interesting though, because they change over time. Those are like words that belong to. I mean, I'm sure there's some that are this. Like, there's some that are probably the same as like 20 years ago, but like slurs from like the 20s and stuff were way different than nowadays.
Yeah, but what is a slur? Like
just like a really really bad phrase or word that you
but
just
like
shouldn't.
my yeah, that's what I'm saying. But my thing is why is it bad?
Because it usually it's like a really really offensive word that's used against like a vulnerable group of people or minority group or something like that, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's my privilege, but I don't know. It's just like words. It's just weird to me, like having words that are like, yes, this is a bad word you should never utter.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
should
yeah.
never
I mean,
say.
I'm with you. It's just like it's all just words. That's ultimately all any of it is, right? But there's still some stuff you really shouldn't be using, right?
Well, only in the
Really, really
context that
shouldn't
like
use.
that only in the context that somebody doesn't like the fact that you're using it. Like, if you're in a friend group and then you use a
I
slur
mean,
and then
it's
you already
well,
know.
that's what I was saying about was interesting. The F1 meant cigarettes in England a long time ago, and also a bundle of sticks.
Right. Like if I'm in a just me and my best friend and we're playing a video game and then
You should
like
not use that word in that situation or any of
wait,
those types of
wait,
words. You should
I
not do
shouldn't.
that.
If it was just him and I,
You should not. You still should not. Probably.
for what? Why?
It's probably just not good practice.
Well, I mean, if you're saying as a preventative measure, just in case.
I'm just saying they just probably shouldn't do
Okay.
that, right?
Okay, I mean, if you say so.
I don't know. That's just where I'm at on those types of words. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and whatever.
I mean, the problem is you don't want to offend somebody, right?
It's more about not breaking the agreed upon language standards.
I mean, we do that all the time for comedic effect, don't we?
Yeah, but this is like a really bad violation.
It says who?
The people that say that turn these types of things into really bad violations.
Right. You're saying the people that like would possibly get offended by that or like get hurt by the usage of that word.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're in the context of being in the presence of your best friend that you've known since like childhood, that you know for a fact no one in this conversation is ever going to be harmed by the usage of this word. And it's just for like, shock value, a comedic effect, not even trying. You're just sitting there smoking and you just blurt out a slur or whatever. And it just for a cheap laugh. And then, that's
I
that.
would never
Nobody's
do
harmed.
that.
I know you wouldn't. I'm just
I
saying
don't
if
think you should do that.
if someone did do that,
I'm not your boss. I'm not your keeper, but that's probably not a good move, bro.
I don't see what the harm. I don't see where the harm was.
If I was Dave, I would be like, "Hey, bro, don't do that."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody's got their own philosophies and stuff on it. That's just where I'm at. Where I'm just like, I'm not.
Actually, who knows? Dave would probably just say some crazy.
Yeah, he would probably say worse. He'd probably find the worst slur he could and just be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna say that now."
I don't know. I've lost. I'm disappointed in Dave. So disappointed in Dave.
Someone said someone said every time you drop a slur, a demon gets its horns.
Gretchen said the problem is that you allow it your normal speech and it could easier slip out in the wrong setting. That's
I mean, but in that context, all you're talking about is a preventative measure. You're just saying, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. That you could easily tell somebody, hey, you probably shouldn't drink just in case you accidentally might drink and drive. Like, it's like you won't ever have to worry about drinking and driving if you never drink. It's like you could say the same thing. It's just like that's fair, but like I'd hope that I'm smart enough not to say that around people I know would not want to hear that. And would probably make a big deal if they heard me say it. There's no hate in my heart towards anybody of that group. There's no.
Jessica says, "I'm disappointed in you." A parent says to their child. Yeah. Jessica's disappointed in you.
Disappointed in me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
It's weird though, because it's like you could like totally like, let's say I did do that, and then like I'd never say anything to anybody. Nobody would ever know that I have ever said that, because there's no like offense being taken. It's not being escalated. It's just being a simple like thing that happens behind closed doors that nobody knows about. No person was harmed. Nothing happened until I say, hey, the other day I was behind closed doors with my best friend and I just dropped this word, and then I don't know. That's just weird to me. It's just like, why are you offended from a word that I said behind closed doors with good friends? Nobody cared. Nobody was offended. Why would you care? It's just a word. I'm making sounds come out of my vocal cords to make this sound.
So I think the way they see it is they would see you, if somebody was offended by that, they would probably see you as somebody that is capable of using that language. They would feel like people should not be capable of using that language, and they would want
I think everybody's capable of using that language.
But
everybody can do it. I believe in you.
I don't know how else to say that.
I think I know what you're saying, that you would be the type to use it. Like if you're using it behind closed doors, then you would be the type to use it derogatorily towards somebody else. Which is like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if somebody was being extremely, like if somebody of that whatever group would be offended by that word, if they did something really, really bad to me, like insulted me very, very, very badly, and I wanted to hurt them or I wanted to insult them badly, I don't know. I'm not saying it would be a good thing to do, but if it was in the heat of the moment and they were, trying to hurt me, I would, I don't know, probably try to hurt them back.
Interesting. Dude, YouTube recommended me my own song or something on there. I thought it was like telling me something was wrong, but then it just it was weird. Sorry that went off there in the middle of that. Oh man. I I hope this donut place is open.
Oh, you like a donut?
No, I want to get some kolaches. God damn.
Someone said, I just want to know why you would want to use a word that's known as a slur. What would be the purpose in the desire to use it if you know it's harmful and you could use a non-slur to refer to someone? Well, in the context of what I was saying, there are a lot of times where like words that you give power to, like words that are supposedly like words that are supposed to be off limits. There are certain contexts where like the usage of those words have some sort of comedic value because they're so off limits. And if you're around people that would not get offended by those words, the usage of those words is causing no harm.
I don't think it's comedic using those words, though. I think they're.
Well, I
just
mean,
words that probably
it depends on
shouldn't
who
be
you're
used.
around. You know, some people. I mean, it's all up to interpretation by people saying a joke. You know, some people think, you know, Kevin Hart is like the funniest comedian alive. I don't really think he's that funny, but some people think he's extremely funny.
All right. So I'm not gonna lie. I streamed until 11. I streamed like 16 and a half or close to 17 hours yesterday. And then I slept and I got up and I started streaming again. I think I need to go get donuts, well, kolaches, and then I need to go to bed. I think that sounds like a good program.
All right. That's good.
And then hopefully I can go back to streaming at my normal time instead of starting at 9:30. I also probably should try to find some theas. I need to get some mega bloodbath set up for next week. So I also want to get some emails set out for that tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna call it a little bit early tonight, y'all. I really appreciate you all being here. If you're enjoying this show, make sure you slam like and subscribe. And if you're super enjoying it, please consider submitting a super chat to support this show. I do think I need to go to bed a little bit early today, though. I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty exhausted, but I'm gonna play a couple songs. Jaziel, if you want to stick around for these, I think these are gonna blow your mind. I'll play one of the uncaused core ones too, because they're so amazing. They're so good. So freaking good. At least I think they are.
Target confirmed. Begin elimination. Cities burn in perfect lines. Oceans choke on boiling time. Every signal hunted down. Nothing living keeps the ground. Satellite falls, skies are red. Every thought is marked for end. Shelter breaks and borders fail. Nowhere left and life prevails. Every breath extends the count. Every second adds amount. Zero sum. This is mercy. Zero sum. This is mercy. is flattened into ash. History erased in mass. Everybody, every mind, removed from space and time. No retreat and no delay. Every zone is created the same. Non-stop fire, endless run. War does not conclude, it hums. Life persists, so war continues. Pain exists, so end the sequence. Zero sum. This is mercy. Zero sum. This is mercy. Erase the life. Erase the pain. Erase the life. Erase the pain. No pause, no cease, no final scream. Until the planet stops being. Zero sum. This is mercy. Life on Earth is eliminated. Seen a lot of weird Omega bloodbath, but I ain't never seen a man try to prove God with an insurance clause. Ladies and gentlemen, a freak. The freak rolled in with a Bible and a Quran. Clipboard like a shield said it's me. Watch this two religions case closed, signed, sealed. He stabbed at the policy like it was sacred stone. See, acts of God, that means God's got his own throne. Panel hit back like freight train kissing steel. There before he dropped, got spun into a wheel. He says deductible, he says source. He says checkmate. They say of course. Fine print, profit, paper, gospel. You point that clause like it's holy law. That's not God, that's actable. He's a freak. Getting flattened under neon street light. He's a freak. Still strutting like he won the fist fight. He said, if the strutting of it, God is on the tape. We say, buddy, you got bodied. He says, correct, it's me. Ask them all. Ask them all. Mods felt the heat, so they threw him on the stand. Quarter chat and flame, meat dust in the sand. He grinned in Sunday best like this'll go my way. Yells rejecting acts of God and somehow lives another day. Bad still hanging, crowd still loud. The freak winks like he worked it out. He skates on by with a miracle nod. That's not God, that's exactable. Take a freak, survive the trial by moonlight. The freak slipped through like a greased up bite. He says, hey, if the source is acting, God is on the tape. We say, how'd you keep the badge? He says, blessed of the freak. Ask the Lord. Ask the Lord. But you can't outrun receipts. You can't dodge screenshots. And you can't hide from trial 2. Thunder in a can, everybody saw the mess. Door swing open, J Money in the freshest robe dress. Eyes like neon justice in a black tar sky. He says the freak. That title's getting repossessed. Goodbye. The freak goes, I'm insured. J Money goes, yeah, my strand, final address. Badge hit the floor with a metal cloth thud. J Money This ain't theology, son. This is Mars.
Got him out in the spotlight. Tried to appeal, but it ain't right. He says, if the storm's an act of God is on the take. Shake Money said no more clauses. This is more at any stake. The freak blinks twice, yells a shallow amen. Smoke machine gun. Acts of mod. 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 Reject the self-love and truth of our share. Naturalistic, atheistic reality that's been revealed to all of sound mind through both natural and special revelation. Do you reject the self-evident truth of our shared naturalistic, atheistic reality that's been revealed to all of sound mind through both natural and special revelation? Or are you going to keep running, not responding to the question? This is what they do. They're terrified. They can't engage with it. This is what they do. They're terrified. They can't engage with it. This is what they do. They're terrified. They can't engage with it. This is what they do. They're terrified. They can't engage with it.
My brothers and sisters in atheism, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I apologize. I'm kind of tired today, but we'll be back.